Stop it! Stop it!
Stop whining.
Stop whining.
Love that one.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio.
I'm running again for governor.
And he'll be reelected. Did he do anything?
Do you think he will be? I don't know. I heard he might have some problems.
You think? You think they're onto him finally?
I don't know. He sounded all psyched when he gave his little speech. Sounded like he did a lot of stuff. We have recovered. Now it's time to rebuild. And there was some other thing that I had there. Recovery, rebuild, Terminator 3, Predator 5. He wants the sequel. Is what he does. Knows that father didn't like the Jews. The Jews. I want to get rid of all the kikes in California, except for in Hollywood. Yes, so he's running. He wants to run again, and see if he does anything.
Well, good luck to Arnold.
The power's on, and everything's good. Taxes haven't been raised. I heard him just babbling about something. And it's so hard to take him seriously as a politician.
Do we have his speech?
I don't know. You got any of that?
We got any audio from Arnold Schwarzenegger?
It was like Friday, I think he was doing
What, Steve? Martini Steve in studio. Very early. Very early.
Hey,
Steve.
He pulled the mic boom out again.
Yeah, his car is still charging in the office.
No, we don't have it right now, but I'm going to look and see if we can grab it.
Yeah, it was on CNN, but then they had to switch away from it to go to some hurricane stuff that meant nothing to me anymore. Are you still watching it?
Nah.
Do you care anymore?
Nah, not really.
It's over. Like, people down there, it's still just as horrific as it was. There are some people that are getting back, doing it. But for a lot of people, still just as horrific as it was day one. But the American public right now, I'm done with it.
Yeah,
story's over. It's old news. Don't care.
I felt that last night on stage.
Did you?
Yeah, just doing my Hurricane Katrina chunk. And, you just feel like, all right, whatever. And then I had to, add new shit. And now the bit has evolved into the people who actually steal the funds that go down there.
Yeah, the phony charities.
Yeah. Next week I'll be talking about people raking up the leaves. It's just like, dude, the premise is over. Move on.
Yeah, it's done. There's no real heat anymore.
Yeah, you look at the front pages of all the newspapers. We're done with it. It's all about the Emmys now.
Half of the page on the New York Post is the $4 million scratch and win. New card game inside.
Right.
So I guess there's a new one there, Eric. You might want to get in on that. Are you allowed to win again?
Different paper.
Oh, that's right. What do I know, Post? You think the Post would crop your picture so not one bit of Opie and Anthony are in the picture that they took? These motherfuckers over there at the Daily News. He wins $100,000. They come in to take a picture of him. He makes sure he's standing in front of the big Opie and Anthony sign. He's wearing like an O&A shirt and everything. They cropped it like you saw his eyes, nose, and mouth. That was it. They did not want to advertise this program.
Oh, I thought you guys were in the photo too, like you actually waited around for a half hour.
That would have been good.
Like the fucking dude dating like a Hollywood starlet that nobody knows. He's standing there on the red carpet like he's going to be in there. Now my acting career is going to soar. No, buddy.
Yeah, they cut him right out.
If I hung out for an hour to take a picture, that would have been a story in itself, newsworthy. I am out of here at 11 o'clock.
Very
hanging out
good.
watching Eric take a picture. There it is. And I must say,
this is from yesterday's Daily News.
I didn't see the rest of the proud winners. Again, Eric, you look miserable.
You won 100,000. Will you
be
smile?
Happy. You are a miserable fuck. Can you be happy?
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Oh, Nathaniel's saying that's his smug look. Is that your smug look? Yeah, I won, motherfucker. Look at him. Let's see. There's a couple of old ladies, a black woman, and Eric. Wow. That's some demographic you got there. Queens, 2 from the Bronx and 1 from Brooklyn. Representing. See that?
Yeah, I saw it in the paper yesterday. Eric, you look really sad. Everyone else is smiling. You're that miserable around here?
No, is that it?
Not at all.
What was the look for?
Yeah. It was 2 o'clock. I was tired.
The best part, Eric goes, Yeah, they used a bad picture. But you're not even smiling. You're not even attempting to look happy.
Well, later on, he's like, do you think you could smile? So he took a few more with me smiling in front of the sign.
And they didn't use it?
They didn't use it.
Yeah, you want $100,000 of our money. Could you smile?
Yeah, asshole, could you smile? This was a big deal for us.
They cropped his picture so much that his picture is actually popping out of the little square frame they made of it.
Right. It shows you, like, dimension.
Yeah, is that it?
Little 3D action.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get investigated. He looks like he stole it, doesn't he? Like he doctored the ticket.
He won't pay taxes on it. There'll be a big problem. This will just cause him problems. Yeah. You going to pay taxes on that, cabbie? Or are you just going to say fucking... Oh, wow. Copy of the check.
The actual check.
Daily News, the sum of $100,000. Wow. That's nice. Did you take it to the bank?
Not yet.
No?
Why did you cross out your address? You thought we were going to read it on the air or something?
Of course.
You can't send people over to the Nagel estate. The security cameras will pick it up, and he'll have to send his men out.
That's pretty cool, though, man.
That is.
$100,000 from the Daily News.
What are you going to do now when you bring it to the bank? You got to wait. Let me give you a pointer here, my friend. You wait till one of the attractive female tellers are open. And you bring that up and just kind of throw it like you do it all the time.
It's like,
there you go.
Here's my weekly paycheck.
And then that might spark a little conversation. Before you know it, you're in.
Dating a hot banker.
Yeah, that Daily News, 100. I'm a photographer. You know that picture that I had of J-Lo, Beyonce in there? That was me. I took that one. I think I could take a few pictures. You could wheel that into a chick and the money.
That's not a bad idea.
Do it.
Yeah, then you buy like a fake Pulitzer Prize for when you get it back to your apartment.
That's the Pulitzer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was over in Iraq the first time.
Yeah, the real one.
Right.
She'd buy it. $100,000, my friend. Daily News is right on the check.
There you go. It was legit. He's got the check and the picture in the paper to prove it. You know when the Ecstasy of Gold music was starting up?
Yeah.
And we were getting ready for the show, and we were discussing some things, and I ran out of here.
Yeah.
In the middle of some heavy-duty conversations, getting the show all set.
What happened?
I ran into the bathroom and had the green apple splatters.
Stop it. Why?
I don't know.
Share that stuff.
I have to share it because now I'm thinking it's going to be a thing that's going to be happening throughout the whole show. You don't just have that once.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Sometimes you get lucky and have the green apple splatters one time.
Yeah, but
one time only.
If it's only once, your insides feel like they're falling out. Like if it's just one time.
Right. No, I already feel the gurgling of round two.
Sometimes you have the gurgle, though. That'll happen. And then you finish up that whole act with a bit of normalcy. And it's like, oh, it's done. I was taken care of. You could tell if it's a low intestinal grumble and pain. If it's high up, you know it's got a lot of track to go through.
I'm not even kidding.
If it's low, you know it's ready to go and you'll be done.
I'll point it out.
Oh, don't point it out.
Right
Just
here.
it's up that high?
It's really high.
Jesus, it's in your esophagus.
It's like I think it's what I just ate for breakfast. Oh, already working its way down. So I just want to throw that on the table today.
Thank you.
Running in and out.
But dude, every day you eat like a bowl of bran and blueberries.
You've already noticed, right?
We have goofed on him for years about this. He comes in, we all get like, what do you get when you're in New York early? A bagel, some cream cheese on it.
You eat a plain bagel and you drink seltzer water. That's weird, too.
That's it. I know it's a little weird, but you're like concocting stuff like you should be at a bed and breakfast in Vermont.
It's like a fucking mixing bowl, too. It's not like some little thing. It's like half the box is in there.
It's steel-cut oatmeal, guys.
What?
Steel-cut.
What is steel-cut?
Well, I was having the problem with we have to go down this road again. I was having a problem with the pooping, right?
For someone who eats supposedly so healthy, your bowel movements are awful. You can't get a balance.
I learned that if you have the regular oatmeal, it kind of clogs up the system. You have to have the steel-cut oatmeal.
What is steel-cut oatmeal?
What it is.
It cuts through the other fecal matter.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
That makes as much sense as anything else. All right.
It has a serrated edge to it.
It's
viscosity.
More of the stomach's acids can hit more surface because it's serrated. I like that.
It's tastier and it clears out the system nice. So that's all I know.
As opposed to what cut?
That regular oatmeal.
Stone milled?
The regular oatmeal that takes...
Original cut. Now introducing
The regular...
new steel cut.
The regular Quaker Oats that takes like 1 minute on the stove.
Right.
That stuff.
Oh, the stuff you cook. But
Yeah,
you're not cooking it.
No, I'm cooking the steel cut oatmeal. It takes like a half hour. It's a pain in the ass.
Wait.
I wake up...
This isn't the cereal you're talking about. This is oatmeal.
Yeah.
So you wake up and cook in the morning.
I wake up at
You're insane.
5:15, grab a cup of coffee, start the water, and
He
then
cooks.
the steel cut oatmeal has to cook for like a half hour. So while I'm showering and doing everything else, it's just kind of
Bubbling on your
bubbling
stove.
and cooking away. Yeah.
All the mice sitting around and roaches waiting for you to drop some.
I haven't had any in a while. Knock on whatever.
That's horrid.
I think the mice are gone. So I just wanted to warn you guys. I might have to run out at any given moment now.
Yeah.
Because Bill was telling us about his weekend, the HBO thing. We're getting ready for the show,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I felt like I abandoned everybody. But I
You
couldn't
did
help
kind of run out pretty quickly.
It wasn't even one of those, I'll be right back. I had to leave at that moment.
Oh, I thought I was bombing. I was like, wow. Fucking telling a real personal story. Then my dog died, but he didn't die immediately. His leg was still hanging.
Where are you going?
Yeah. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
That's bad. I'm sorry, Bill.
Did you have that real urgency when you got in there?
I
hate the urgency, you know?
Yeah, take us through the whole bowel movement. Opie.
Yeah, step by step.
Yeah.
Well, we've used this on the show many, many times. It was kind of like riding a 10-speed bike through a mud puddle.
Oh.
Like, I think the back of my shirt
Goes up the back.
now.
It's just that urgency when you could be driving home and
It just splattered everywhere, dude. I've never seen splatter that high up on a toilet bowl before.
Oh, that's funny, because you know when you walk into
Jesus.
a public restroom and you just see that, you're like, what kind of a piece of
Yeah.
shit? Now you're that guy.
No, it's the bowl's totally clean.
what animal? How did it get
No,
there?
yeah, you gotta take it to the next level. You go into some of these stalls and it's like on the wall and stuff. You're like, what
Yeah,
kind
really
of animal
bad.
would do that?
I'll tell you, it was unbelievable. The Boston Comedy Club,
Okay.
in the men's room, somebody sprayed the wall with some shit, and that was there, I swear to God, for at
decade?
least 3 years.
Because no one will clean it.
Well, know what that's
At
all.
least 3 years.
You know what that's all about, by the way?
I think we figured it out.
Because you see it every once in a while. It's that person has the green apple splatters.
Yeah.
You're bending down like this to get to the bowl.
You're not going to
And you
sit
know,
on the
and-
bowl.
Well, you're bending down to get on the bowl, but you don't laugh.
There's
It just
also
shoots out.
the spin around. The spin around where like I was talking, the urgency. It builds up. You're driving home. It's fine. Your garage door starts opening. You're like, whoa, like your body knows you're close. The same thing happens at the stall. You run in, rip your pants down. Now, between the time your pants are down, you're bending and turning to the toilet. You lighthouse that whole place. Wow, lighthouse! I love it. You just it's on the wall. It's on, and now what are you gonna do? You're not cleaning that up. There are people for that.
Lighthouse.
So,
That's really good.
You leave it there, and no one else is gonna clean it. It's like that dump that was at the parking garage that I talked about for the past year. Some homeless guy dumped a log at the entrance to my parking garage, and I looked at it every day for almost a year straight. And just watched it decompose. I could have taken a photo of it every day and had this wonderful time-lapse photography of a decomposing log. It turned into what looked like cigar wrapping. Like it was almost paper in the shape of a canoe.
The shit fields. It's like scientists examining. This is what shit looks like after 2 days.
I will know now what a dump can look like after, say, a month. I'll know the state it should be in under certain conditions.
You know what's funny? The human shit, like every other kind of shit, is hilarious. Like you step in dog shit. Somebody can throw horse shit at you, and on some level you're gonna laugh. But human shit is
It's
the
just
foulest.
Want no part of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't curl up nicely like a dog. It's a long, straight, disgusting thing, or Lincoln log like.
This is really
Because you could-
disgusting.
It really is messy
Because
at
you
this
can
hour.
see, like,
Why are we talking
Can we talk
about this?
something?
because you know what dogs eat, and it's like whatever. It's such plain, boring food, right?
Yeah.
But human shit, all of a sudden you see like a chicken wing in it.
Oh,
and stuff, and it's just-
stop it.
All right.
Yeah. Well, how did we get there? Well,
It was
you had to
Horses
bring it up.
eat the steel-coated oats.
Steel cut.
Steel cut. Oh.
Someone can explain steel-cut oatmeal for me, all right?
Thank goodness.
Let's go to the phone. I just had to bring that to the table because I might have to run out of here at any given moment. That's all. That's all.
Right now we know.
All right, let's move on to Chris on Long Island. Chris?
Fellas.
What's up, Chris?
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Phil.
Hello.
Awesome one-night stand.
Oh,
Everything raving.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, Bill Burr getting rave reviews on his HBO comedy special that ran over the weekend.
It sounded like he was kind of going through puberty, though. He was cracking a bit. He was sounding like Peter Brady a little bit. It's
That's Bill's voice is.
Cracking.
When he gets excited on stage. Very passionate about his material.
I haven't seen it yet. I was waiting for it to be on demand, but I guess that takes, what, about a week or so?
No, it's on demand right now.
Oh, it wasn't on yesterday when I checked.
Watched it last night for the second time.
The holes in that lie, Opie.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where do you?
I was going to watch it.
demand.
I swear to you, I'll have a full report tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna do
Watched
something.
it on demand right after it aired.
Yo,
It's
Anthony,
right there.
No, stop. What else is, Chris?
Lighthouse the Stall?
That's
freaking great.
Isn't that great? I've never heard of that one before.
All right, peace.
All right.
Can only happen on the spin.
Let's say hi to Don in Pittsburgh. What's up, Don?
Hey, what's happening?
How are you, bro?
Oh, good. Hey, how you doing, boys?
All
Bill,
right.
you are a funny motherfucker, man. Oh, I was pissing myself.
Oh, thanks a lot,
My
man.
wife thought I was having a fucking seizure in bed. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, punching out, boys. Thanks.
All right, bro.
You getting the people calling you going, this is the one, dude. This is going to put you over the top.
No, I got more like emails.
Emails? Yeah.
Yeah, my parents came down for it, and so that was cool. And then you know, my brothers don't give a shit. They're like, dude, I'm funnier than you are. Go fuck yourself.
Bastards! Did you watch it with anybody?
No, I can't watch myself.
No, really?
I can't.
You didn't even watch it?
No.
You didn't peek?
No. So you sit there and watch myself for half an hour. Am I amazing? Look at me. Look at that shirt. That really just hangs off and just shows the lines of my torso.
That's a
I don't know. You think of it like not like to laugh.
I was on stage at the Mohegan Sun when that shit was coming on in front of like I don't know, 42 people.
Really?
Yeah.
How weird is that?
How weird was it?
Well, you know, you're on HBO. Who knows how many hundreds of thousands of people checking that out, and as that's playing for the whole country, you're in front of 42 people.
Oh yeah.
Doing the same material probably, or a lot.
No, I tried to
change the whole accent.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Making sure I mean, if you see me do like 45 minutes to an hour, then I'm gonna have a couple of ones from that. But
Yeah.
I don't want to have people like lip syncing my act.
Right.
You know. Because even they do such, it's just like you said the other day about like Regan, they yell out the punchline.
Yeah, they ruin the whole thing.
And I had to tell a joke one time, and I realized it like halfway through it. Like he's like, do the pesto thing, you know, the girlfriend yelling about the pesto.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did, all right, I did the what am I, a jukebox thing and that shit. And then, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. And I started to do it, and right as I was coming around the corner, thinking of the next line, I'm like, fuck, he already said the punchline. And I'm da-da-da-da-da, pesto. Crickets. And I'm like, you see? I just flipped out yelling at the dude like,
That's why you don't do it.
Oh, that's very funny.
to get to the other side. Do the chicken joke. Why did the chicken cross off? Fuck. To get to the other side, yeah.
But you didn't watch yourself. No surprise. Most people just hate watching themselves on TV. But you don't know what they cut out. You don't know what angles they used.
Well, one of the things that I made sure, like, whenever you tape one of those things, they'll say, okay, say that one, like, they needed like 28 minutes, and they'll say do at least 35, no more than say 45.
You're the guy that does 29?
No, I do the least amount of time that they tell me. That way, you don't give them all this extra.
That's so smart.
Shit to cut up. Oh
Dude,
yeah,
that is so smart. See,
they don't know how to cut it in.
Anthony and I are more educated now, but when we went on Bill O'Reilly, it was a tape piece, which was so stupid. This was after, I don't know, months of pretty much telling them no, and they finally got to us, and we're like, all right. Because I think they finally said, come on, guys, it'll be fun. I think that's what finally got us.
And we love fun.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, Bill O'Reilly and fun. Of course, we got to be there.
Bill's a huge fan of the show.
Oh, he's got to be.
Oh, yeah, we heard all that bullshit.
They actually did say that. Bill's a fan, he has different opinions, but he's a fan, and all right, what's the piece going to be called? Well, you guys will be involved. Just one interview piece. There'll be many with other people, and it's the corruption of the American youth. Yeah, that'll work out well.
We didn't know at the time.
No, of course we didn't.
We didn't know that that's what the title was going to be.
The corruption of the American youth.
That's what it ended up being, but I think they said, he's doing a little thing on pop culture, you know.
Yeah, that person must every night go to bed just complaining like, I lie for a living.
That's what I do.
Every day I entrap people.
I think she's too distracted with the fact that she only has one arm.
Oh, God, we didn't even know. We call it the slot machine now.
She had bigger problems at the time.
Yeah.
She had one arm.
Put everything into perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you mention slot machine?
Yeah, slot machine.
Slot machine. Yeah. She was the.
We'd never know. Here's how great we are. Here's how great we'd be at being a witness. We didn't know she had a whole fake arm. Her arm was fake. The hand, well, obviously, if her arm is fake, the hand,
hand was real.
Just pop a real hand.
It was a mannequin arm with like a bracelet on it.
Yeah.
And the fingers didn't move.
We didn't notice and I can't even tell you for how long we didn't notice. And I thought I was bad, but you saw her in a bathtub. Naked. And didn't notice she had a fake arm.
Well, Ben was part of that.
Yeah, I didn't notice either.
How do you not notice
I don't know.
a naked girl with a fake arm?
She was one of the producers for Bill O'Reilly, so she was coming around and doing meetings with us in a big conference room. And
she'll remain nameless so we don't get her in trouble.
Right.
I forgot her name.
lady.
I don't stake her with the other one-armed people that work at O'Reilly.
I really did forget her name, but she came by. We were having meetings. You know, Stephanie, right? And
named Stephanie.
Bill. She was hanging out in the studio. I mean, she was around the station off and on for a while, right?
Because she was trying to gain our trust.
Right.
That's what it was. That's why she was snapping pictures of her snatch underneath the desk with the camera and then putting it back in Opie's drawer.
No, she was just a mess in general.
And getting in beer fights with us at the Hooters.
At Hooters.
She, and Bill, she had a little thing for me, but I just wasn't attracted to her whatsoever. But
so what? So you get this girl naked and then
no. The story gets really weird. So I was down hanging out with Ben one night. I guess we're in the East Village, right?
Yeah, we're in the East Village.
We're in the East Village having a few beers, and she was there or in that area. We ran into her, or we met her for a drink. I don't even know exactly. It was the whole time when we were all getting together to do this interview, so we kind of knew her. She was like hanging around a lot. So I guess we met her for a drink or whatever, and then she invites us back to her pad. And we walk in, and Pink Floyd music is cranking, and her roommates are just getting fucked up stoned, man. Like, they were just out of their minds with lava lamps, the whole deal, man. Black lights. They were just having a grand old time.
Sounds like boogie nights.
So she goes,
some one-armed whore.
Now, dude, we're in the...
Is anybody on roller skates just going around the apartment?
We're in the bar, and she was a smoker. This is when you could still smoke in the bars. So this goes back a little bit. She was lighting her cigarettes and everything at the bar and drinking. Still don't notice the arm. She was at the station off and on for a couple weeks. Didn't notice the one arm.
If it was windy in there when she went to light the cigarette, I think you would have noticed.
Right.
She went to do that cover thing.
We go back to her pad.
The stump.
We go back to her pad. Her roommates are, getting high and stuff. So she's like, hey, you guys want to go to the roof and have another beer? So it's me, Ben, and her on the roof drinking and stuff, right? No big deal. Checking out the street below, whatever. Ben's like, I got to go. So he leaves, and I'm still hanging. For what reason, I truly don't know, because there was no attraction there. But I hung out.
Then YMCA came on the radio.
So I have another beer with her up on the roof, and we go back into her apartment, and her friends are still off getting high or whatever, and all of a sudden she goes into the bathroom, and I'm sitting out there like, what the hell's going on? And all of a sudden, like one of these dumb movies, she calls in the bathroom, Opie, or whatever. I'm like, oh, Jesus, what's up? And the door was slightly open, right? So I open the door, right? I don't know how she did this all within, it seemed only like 5 minutes, but... She's in the bathtub, completely naked, candles lit. And I look at her.
So she's waiting for some company.
I look at her in the bathtub, and I just start laughing. I'm laughing like, you got to be kidding me. Because she's like the producer of Bill O'Reilly and stuff, and she's trying to get us on the show.
Oh, that's why you're laughing at this point.
Yeah. Just the whole thing. Just like, what?
Right.
I didn't give her any indication that I was interested in this at all.
You were at her house.
Yeah, I guess, but we were coming and going and stuff. Ben was there, too.
Were you in the bathroom?
I walked in because she called me.
Oh, she called you into the bathroom.
So I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I just can't. I start laughing like an idiot. And I leave. And she was hammered because she really...
There's 3 years of therapy right there.
Oh, yeah.
And I just put myself out there like that.
She completely... That's the funny part. She definitely put herself out there. And I just take off. I'm like laughing like an idiot. And she's hammered. And I'm going down the stairs. At this point, she followed me. She was able to get a towel on. She's sitting at the top of the stairs. And I'm seeing Snatch and everything because she's at the top of the stairs. I'm at the below the stairs, and she's just screaming at me, "You fucking bastard!" All pissed off that I didn't go for it. And I'm laughing even harder. I leave the apartment. I call Ben right away. We're laughing our balls off. Okay, but the only reason I bring up this story is still don't notice she only has one arm. So maybe that's why she was so pissed that I rejected her.
Naked in the tub. How do you not see that?
Maybe she's thinking, look, it took a lot for me.
Inspector Opie, I think that's a good place to start. Maybe she was upset. Maybe the first thing that she thought was that she was missing an arm, and maybe that's why I didn't want her.
But it probably took a lot for her thinking, well, you know, he's got to see me how I am, you know. So it took her a lot, and she was brave, and
so
I
put herself out there all at once.
I
completely rejected her, and she just fucking was screaming at me, and I didn't understand at the time why she was so pissed off. I'm like, whatever, you know.
That's all at once, dude. That isn't even. Hi, I'd like to tell you I have a fake arm,
right? And
now I want you to see me naked. That's like all at the same time. Naked, the arm, everything out there. Just here it is.
Right. So Ben's got to get back in here for this. So then we decide we were going to have a magazine signing party at Hooters because we just got syndicated. So every magazine was doing an article on us. And
I can't believe that was after the bathtub incident.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, it was.
And another thing, I can't believe you never fucking even told me about that bathtub thing.
I can't believe you had a magazine signing at Hooters. You know what I mean? Out of all, just go to an Applebee's. There's so many awful chains that are less awful than that. That place is so fucking sex and food. I just never got it. And it's like
it isn't even good sex and food. It's just like the uniforms they wear are horrid.
If they would upgrade the uniforms, then they might be onto something.
70s roller boogie shorts they're wearing.
Those tights.
They're supposed to look like skin color, and
I have varicose veins tights.
They show more skin in McDonald's is what it comes down to because it's fake skin. You know what? Those leotards are just skin colored. They're not showing real skin.
They had something on thesmokinggun.com. I guess they got a hold of their contract that they have to sign at Hooters, the waitresses, and there's a whole dress code, and they're very strict. No midriff is to show at all. They're supposed to tuck in their shirts into those bad shorts. The shorts have to be approved by them. It's the color and the length. The stockings have to be that color unless your skin color is darker, and then you can go one shade darker. No exposed tattoos. It was just a very strict uniform code. Manifesto. And it's the most unsexy thing ever.
But they're still flourishing.
And you're not allowed to wear the uniform outside the place. When they leave, they have to cover up with some type of jacket. And until they come in and are ready for their shift, they have to wear a coat or something until they go in the back and their shift. They're ready.
Don't be a whore until you punch in.
No whoring until you punch in. And it actually said, remember, this is show business. In the contract, they're in show business, so at least we're up another rung.
Well,
here
we were broadcasting above Hooters. So
I'm in show business. Oh yeah, what are you doing? An actor? Yeah, I work at Hooters.
It was easy to throw a party down there because we were right upstairs, and we had all these magazines that came out. So we're like, why don't we just throw a little party together at Hooters? We'll sign some magazines and we'll get the hell out of there. Yeah. Plus, Bill O'Reilly, they were looking for like some video of us hanging out with our fans because at this point we said, all right, we'll do the piece. So,
the thing was, too, the other thing was it Penthouse? Because the manager at Hooters was trying to tell me there was a family restaurant and he didn't want us signing Penthouse magazine there. That was the best part. It's a family restaurant, Hooters.
Right. Yeah, they were pissed off at our language sometimes. I'm sorry, they're doing a story on racy T-shirts. I guess they're selling them in
San Gennaro
and
down there in Little Italy here in New York.
It supports single moms. It's a silhouette of a stripper on a pole, and there were ones for kids too.
Right.
That are my parents shake me. Like that one. Wow, they can't even show those. They've cubed them out.
And well, the problem is, I guess they're selling these T-shirts too close to a church. Like, calm.
Is it a church?
Calm
Is that
down.
the problem?
Calm down.
Sometimes you see kids wearing things like little kids with juicy written on their asses.
He loves the cock. They had to take the O and the C out of it, but
we know what that one was.
he loves the cock with an arrow. So when you walk next to him, the guy next to you loves the cock. I gotta have that shirt. Oh wow, that's a funny one. So I like that
Those
one.
things are so pathetic.
I know.
You're wearing I don't. How long is it funny for? You didn't even write it. Is this supposed to let me in on your personality? Oh, look how wacky I am. Party's beginning now.
This guy is just labeled raunchy T-shirt fan.
It's just so stupid. It's funny. I wear one. I get looks all the time. It says, wait, you say potato, and then it says, and I say fuck you.
Right.
You know, I saw you wearing that the other day, and I was like, is he making fun of people who wear T-shirts like that? Opie's a funny guy.
It just makes me laugh. Because, you know, I mispronounce stuff on the show, so it's perfect for me, and someone sent it in, so I was obliged to wear it, and I like it. Anyway, getting back to the
You got a
story.
little testy there.
No, not at all.
Okay.
So, we're at Hooters. Where's Ben? This is the grand finale of the slot machine story.
I know, it's becoming like Lord of the Rings here.
So, I know. Aunt and I are in the front of the room with Jimmy. We're signing, autographs and having a grand old time. And Bill O'Reilly's cameras are, flowing and getting some interaction between us and the fans. And all of a sudden, I think it was Ben. That's why I want him in here. Where's Ben?
He just ran out again.
Oh, he can't sit still. His beloved Pats lost over the weekend, so he's not happy.
Haha. Ben. What
happened to the Pats this weekend?
Bad game. A lot of penalties. Brady had an off game. It happens. Hey, the whole division's 1-1 now, so I don't really give a shit.
Then it's okay.
Yeah.
What happened? How many games did they go last season?
They won a long time. Gee,
without a loss.
They went until the Miami game.
Quite a while, right?
He threw a lot of bad passes and tons of penalties and fumbles.
They looked awful, actually.
What happened?
My Jets looked much better yesterday.
See, Philadelphia just romped San Francisco. But what an asshole Terrell Owens is at the end. He scores a touchdown. He's in his old team's stadium, and just a shithead.
Does his little dance.
He stares at the crowd. He's just an asshole.
Anyway, we're getting to the grand finale.
I don't like Terrell Owens. I like Donovan McNabb.
We're getting to the grand finale of this dumb story. I don't even know why we went there. So we're at Hooters doing the magazine signing, and the beer is flowing. We end up having a massive beer fight at the end of the thing, by the way.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Ben, I think it was you, right?
Well, Norton spotted it.
Yeah,
Norton spotted it, but he wasn't the one who told me. I look off to Ben, who's on the side, keeping an eye on everything, and he goes like this. He starts hitting his left arm, and he goes like pointing over to where Stephanie is, who's checking this out with her notepad, making notes for Bill O'Reilly and stuff, right? So I turn in the middle of the thing, and that's when I finally saw that she had a mannequin arm with a bracelet on it. Yeah. So then I told Anthony, and we all were completely freaked.
How it went.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And at that point, we were completely freaked out because we were hanging out with this girl off and on for a couple of weeks leading up to this event.
How Norton figured it out in 2 seconds. I think it was the first time Norton even saw her, and he figured it out like that.
But the point is, we would make horrendous...
How soon before he said something inappropriate?
He told everybody, and Voss was there. Voss was dying.
Norton was probably just trying to figure out how she could jerk him off and play with his nipples at the same time. Looked at her hands, because that factors in. I'm sure it was just some perverse thing. Is that, oh yeah, there she is.
There she is right there. Some old pictures Eric just found.
That's her.
She doesn't even work there anymore. I remember, though, when everything went down, she was calling people trying to get interviews. Remember Rick was trying to get on Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah.
Do you remember that whole saga?
Yeah.
Well.
So, there you have it. We make horrendous witnesses.
Oh, there's the picture of her panties.
With the string.
Under the desk with the tampon string.
Yeah, she just wouldn't give up. I had this disposable camera in my desk, And, the after-hour parties at the office got insane. I think Stinky finally hooked up with us.
Yeah,
for a
Stinky
while,
was
right?
back there at your desk, like God knows what's happening up there.
Well, I think if you're missing an arm, you got to be a little, tenacious.
Well,
A tad.
she took my camera one day while these guys were partying after hours. I didn't know this until I developed the pictures, swear to God. And she's taking pictures of her snatch, because she was wearing a skirt.
Good for her.
And I developed the pictures, and sure enough, she was having her friend, and there's strings hanging out. And
No picture of the arm there, Hawk. I notice every single picture, it's her right hand.
She knew how to hide it.
And her left hand is the one that,
She just knew how to kind of keep it out of view.
Yeah. Sort of like radar on MASH.
Where's
Yeah,
like a
that
ski
fucked up
parker
hand.
in July?
Oh. There's the wrist.
But you can't tell.
You could see. Wait. You could see through that shirt, dude.
Yeah.
That's one of those pictures where her black shirt. You could see through, and you could see where the link up is. Isn't that a piece of metal in there or something? What is that?
I guess.
What is that?
I guess.
And look at her elbow. It's bionic.
I guess we should have noticed that.
How did we not see that?
I don't know.
Oh, we blind. Safe to say, I was probably drunk, but what about the rest of you guys?
I don't know. And then there was a massive beer fight,
And people were writing with markers on her leg, like there was arrows all over her leg, like pointing up her, to her snatch.
Yeah, that's wow. How was the bathtub? Was it one of those 4 cloth feet bathtubs?
it was like
Sloshing around. Hello, Opie.
it was candlelit. So
A bunch of candles.
I can't believe you laughed, though. That's
I
so
know.
brutal. I had a girl one time, right? She wanted to do this role play thing, right? She wanted me to come over there, and she'd answer the door with nothing on but a towel and like high heels.
But you know that's going into it? That's what takes it.
No, I didn't. No,
Oh, okay.
She brought it up one time that she wanted to do it, right?
Okay.
So we've been going out with this girl for like a month. So we have this big fucking fight on the phone, right? And I'm going over there, and I already don't want to be with this girl anymore. I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing with this girl, right? Why am I going over there? So I go over there all ready for this fight, right? I knock on her apartment door. She opens the door, and it's pitch black in there. I'm like, what the fuck, right? And she opens the door, and there she is standing in nothing but a towel and these high heel shoes. But the thing was, the high heel shoes were not sexy. They were like a fucking like a sensible shoe, like the kind of shoe you wear to like a job interview, like covers the whole foot.
Oh,
and the heel was about 1/8 of an inch. Dude, she looked fucking ridiculous. And she's standing there like, huh? You want some of this? Which made it even more hilarious. And she told me she was a jazz fan a few weeks earlier, so I bought her like this John Coltrane CD. Because I didn't know anything about it, Love Supreme. So she had that on in the background, and it's like that kind of fucking music, and she's standing there. And, dude, I am, like, chomping on the inside of my mouth, and I'm just like, if I laugh at this girl right now,
done.
I ruin her for the next fucking guy. She's going to be in therapy for fucking 12 years, so my dick is just like, dude, I'm out. It's like laying on my leg, like, you're on your own, right? So I had to play it like I was laughing like, oh, wow, I wasn't ready for this shit. And I got her in the living room, and the first thing I did was I got that fucking music off. And I was sitting next to her, and I was starting to, okay, she's got the towel, and she looks good. And then she crossed her fucking legs, and that damn shoe was in my vision again. I was just like, I came up, I somehow got her out of the shoes. And, dude, I just conjured up every clip of the most heinous fucking porno I had ever seen to fucking somehow get my dick back in the game. It was horrific.
Wow.
It was horrific.
That is bad.
Sensible shoes. That's really funny.
But I didn't laugh. No, I hope she doesn't have fucking accent.
I just had to just openly laugh because it was just how silly the whole thing was.
Oh, you would have crushed her.
Yeah.
When my marriage was like done and I was just waiting for the right opportunity. I mean, everything as far as I was concerned, there was just no love left, nothing. And I'd drive home, and my biggest thrill was just to get in and get on that computer and play video games, and that's it. Don't bother me. That was it. And I'd pull up to the house, and I'd see like candles lit inside, like it looked like a horror movie. It was just candles lit everywhere because I could see the front doors open, the window shades are up and stuff, and it was winter or something. I'm not even sure, but it was getting dark, So, by the time we got home, it was getting
You were
dark.
hoping that
We'd
she
do it
converted to Judaism
or some type of religion that takes a lot of candles. I don't know. And then I'd pull up and just see like the house full of candles, and I knew like she wanted a romantic evening. And romance there was nothing. I felt nothing for this woman. And sometimes I would just pull away and go to the bar down the street.
Wow.
I would just look and keep going and go to New York Avenue. And just pound a few down, watch the ball game.
I'm going to be late tonight.
Hope there's come back and the place had burnt down.
The candles burned all the way down to the end of the wick.
Hopefully she'd been drunk, fall asleep, and the place had burned.
Wow. What a horrible feeling that must have been.
It was just like, I pull up and go, I want no part of this. I want nothing to do with this. And just
Was that a last-ditch effort, you think?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it was.
read an article in like Cosmo.
Right, exactly, because that's what it looks like.
Excite your man.
The second you're walking in, guys, and you see rose petals leading up to the bedroom, she didn't come up with the idea, you know? It's something she read in, Cosmo or something, saw it on the Oxygen Network, and it's so hokey. I hate the hokey stuff. Rose petals all over the bed. Great, I need that stuck to my bag the next day at work. Gonna take a leak. What the fuck? I got cancer. I go, oh, it's a rose petal. Fuck you.
What a great way to start the show. All right, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
We're crawling out of that 20-minute shit story.
Right.
That we started with.
That's right. I'm sorry. Let's go to PA. Hey, Fulton, what's up?
Yo, guys, talking about football earlier. You notice how the holes are ruining the games?
The sideline reporters and stuff, right?
Oh, they're horrible. I'm telling you, I think the listeners need to start capturing clips of the holes talking, because what they say is just monotonous and it'll drive you crazy if you really listen to it.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's a great idea for a bit.
Thanks. Hey, you mind if I tell a funny shit story? I think you guys will like it.
Oh, boy, we were just crawling out, weren't we?
Yeah, we're trying to move on, but go ahead.
This is a good one. One time, me and my friends, we were driving down the street, and out of the corner of my eye, I seen a purse on the side of the street. He busted a U-turn real quick and got out and grabbed the purse, thinking I'm finding some money or something. Get back in the car, open the purse, there's a big pile of shit inside of it.
Hey, that's funny.
Do you think that somebody shit in the purse because they had a shit that bad? Or did they shit in the purse thinking some sucker like me is going to come around and pick it up and check it out?
I think it was a gag right from the get-go.
Yeah.
I fell for it.
Why are you going to shit in a purse? Like, that's probably the 15th place you'd shit if you really had to shit badly.
Yeah, that's like an old practical joke.
Yeah.
My buddy Scotty had to take his dump so bad on the guy in the State Parkway that he shit in his sweatshirt and threw it out the window. He had IBS.
Right.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
All right,
guys, punching out. Thank you.
That happened in the Mighty Ducks. Is that what the purse story? So either he's lying or his friend ripped it off. Hoo-hoo. From the movie.
All right.
He should have closed with the first shit joke.
Yeah, I know. That worked for him, and then he just went on. They never know when to stop.
It was very strong. All right. And now we have to take a break because he just ruined everything. We had a great energy going.
Damn it.
And now we have to do what we like to call a regroup.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, eBay items going away in less than an hour, huh?
What?
We got our Opie and Anthony auction for the victims of Hurricane Katrina. We'll get into that whole thing when we get back, okay? That's where we started, and then it just went horribly wrong today.
Certainly did.
Well, I made the toilet bowl look like downtown New Orleans, I'll tell you that much. No, we don't need to do that.
Hey, now.
I know. Thank you. I'll be here all weekend. Try the deal. Hey, the Opie and Anthony auction, the second phase, a lot of items are going away today. Actually, a lot of items going away in the next 15 or 20 minutes or so. So you might want to go to the link that's on opieandanthony.com and see what's going away, maybe get a final bid on some of this stuff. What's an Opie and Anthony HES promotional sign autographed?
Those are the signs that you, from your appearance at the Home Electronics Show here in New York.
Oh, okay.
Big, tall ones, autographed.
All right, those are going away in like 11 minutes, 10 minutes. The Opie and Anthony Mardi Gras banner that we autographed, that's going away in like 10 minutes. Martini Steve American Flame shirt's going away in 10 minutes, Anthony. You want to make a final bid on that? Another flame shirt going away in about 10 minutes. In a half hour, a lot of Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez photo sets autographed are going away in about a half hour. What else in the next hour? Jim Norton's Scarface shirt that he got for his birthday.
From his mother, I guess.
Right.
Gave him this for his birthday, and he comes in and just complains about how it stinks. Isn't that odd? His mother got him a present, and he did nothing but complain about it.
How can a Scarface T-shirt stink?
Because it was such a bright red. The shirt was red, and it had like a white print of a Pacino on the front, and it said Scarface on the back. He goes, it was just the worst shirt.
It's awful.
And he wore it here one day. He wore it to show how bad it was, and it really was just a bad, bad shirt. But I am so bad. When I get a present for Christmas or birthday or something, I can't even confess to myself I don't like it, because it makes me feel bad for the person. I start picturing them actually buying it and thinking it's going to be good or something. So
the worst is they're standing there staring at you.
Yeah.
As you're opening it, like,
yeah.
You like that?
Good one, and I can't even admit it to myself. So I convince myself that I like it, and
they're looking for your reaction. And as soon as they're looking for your reaction, they even know that the gift stinks.
Yeah.
That's what that comes down to.
Cash is king.
That's right. But the Jim Norton Scarface bright red shirt, it's just awful that he autographed. That's going away in like 40 minutes. My pants that I gave to Travis, don't ask Bill, they're going away in about 40 minutes. Even the intern for a day is going away? Mm-hmm. Wow, the Opie and Anthony intern for a day, if you want to make a final bid on that, that's going away in less than an hour. And it goes on and on. Wow stickers. Brian Regan's Cup of Dirt has less than an hour left in auction.
What's that up to?
$430 for a Cup of Dirt autographed by Brian Regan. Brian Regan's Pop-Tarts that he autographed, that's going away in the next hour. So a lot of items, and obviously it's for a good cause. 100% of the proceeds go to the victims of Hurricane Katrina. The link's on opieandanthony.com to get to the auction.
We're helping.
We certainly are. You know, Jeremy caught me on a few things here. Go ahead, Jeremy.
How you doing this morning? You're getting away with murder with that Jim there. I've been listening for only 15 minutes this morning, and you've thrown out the grand religion of Judaism.
I know.
Judaism.
I can't believe no one
and then
picked
you got
that.
irritable bowel syndrome.
What is it?
Irritable.
Oh, irritable, right. You're right.
All right, just keep me honest, man. Keep me honest.
All right, thanks, sir.
Just goes to show how I don't listen. I just don't listen. I'm constantly waiting for the next bit of hilarity to come out of my own mouth. I don't listen to people.
What'd you say?
I'm just a moron.
Yeah, what? And you're just a moron. That's fantastic.
I just was still replaying what he said, like, irritable? What?
Right.
Irritating?
All right, so good start to the program here.
Yes.
Romantic moments that went horribly wrong. Maybe we'll take a few of those calls today.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into the Hurricane Katrina.
Trying to think of another one. I do have another one. Yeah.
You want to bring it to the table after the break?
Yeah, because it's real old. It's like high school time.
Okay. We'll do that next. Yeah. Bill Burr in studio today. It's the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The O&A virus. Spread the virus for us, please. Help us out here. The show's growing by leaps and bounds at this point.
Yeah.
You know, we've been at this almost a year already, Anthony.
I thought it was over a year. What the hell time is it?
I'm talking about
the month.
I'm talking about the first time we actually did a show.
Yeah.
We've been with XM for well over a year now, but we had to wait out a stupid no-compete.
Remember when we were employed by XM but not doing the show yet? So they had to justify paying us by making us attend meetings.
Excuse me.
Outings and...
You've got to pay closer attention.
Yes?
They didn't start paying us until we started doing the radio show.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck. They started paying us October 1st, so they threw us a bone. They gave us 2 days where we were getting paid for not working.
Wow, I really thought we were being paid.
No, that whole promotional tour, we didn't get paid.
And by that point, we weren't being paid by Infinity either.
Right.
I was unemployed.
Yeah.
I should have applied for benefits.
Bill, we screw up, right? We have to sit out 2 years, right? And then after that, our contract with the old company officially ended. Then we had to sit out what's called a no-compete for 4 months, even though we weren't competing for 2 years before that.
Yeah, that's
Can
great.
you believe that?
Yeah, that's right. They stopped paying us in June of last year.
Yeah.
Infinity.
Something
So we had
like
to go
that.
June, and July, and August, and September without getting a paycheck.
Wow.
That was hard. I remember those were tough times. I was raking leaves. I was doing some landscaping on the side.
I went
just
back to
make
caddying.
ends meet.
I went back
you
to
went back to
caddying.
I remember
caddying?
you came down the cellar. Opie came down the cellar one night, and he was just reading books and
working out and not eating.
Yeah, it was,
that was my life. I read
the Rain Man.
You would think that it would show on this program that I read a lot of books, but the first break I already mispronounced half of the words I used. I actually read close to 200 books in my time off.
Jesus
200.
Christ. Did you go for the hacky War and Peace just to do it?
Just because it's long and you had time?
I did like Kill a Mockingbird and
what is War and Peace about? What time period?
War and some peace.
I don't know. That would be War and Peace.
Wow, you know something? I have no idea what's the time period.
Civil War, maybe?
Is it civil? Is it French? Is it
it's long.
World War I? Yeah, it's long. I'm gonna say, just guessing, I'm gonna say World War I.
All right. I'll say World War II.
I'll say the Civil War.
Civil War.
I was going to go with the Korean conflict. I'm going to say Civil War.
All right. Hey, that T-shirt story, we got the audio, Ant.
Really?
San Gennaro is the Italian feast that's happened here in New York. For what? All this week, I guess?
Uh-huh.
Through the weekend, at least? I don't know. And they're selling the goofy, wacky T-shirts, and it's too close to a church or something, so now it's a big story. So, of course, the news team had to get down to Little Italy to get to the bottom of this whole thing. And here's the audio.
It's a festival known for family, fun, and, of course, hot food. But at San Gennaro, some visitors are sizzling mad. It seems a few T-shirt vendors are peddling some pretty raunchy merchandise.
Considering the fact that this is a religious festival, I think it's not nice at all to have T-shirts like that.
The gaudy garments are meant to make you chuckle, but to some, they're no laughing matter.
It's not appropriate. It shouldn't be at the feast. But morals have dropped.
The slogans range from mildly suggestive to downright dirty. In fact, we can't really show you what this one says, but maybe the vendor can describe it.
Maybe. Oh, no, I can't describe it, man. It's not for kids.
Festival organizers say they've asked the vendors to cover up.
Anything that has a swear word, or we just covered up the middle part, just get rid of it?
This does not say cook. And festival organizers say duct tape is not what they had in mind. The notice they sent to vendors reads, "We advise all novelty stands that under no circumstances are you allowed to sell any pornographic items in this feast. If we find any on your stands, our marshals have been instructed to close you down."
If you're preaching the word of God, then you're against God when you're using that kind of shirt.
Still, not everyone is offended by these tasteless teas. In fact, this guy wanted to buy one right out of our hands.
I think it's lovely, man. I would wear that shirt in a heartbeat. How much you want? $10, $15 for it, or what?
Some of it is offensive, and I wouldn't like my daughters to see it. But it's New York, so you have to let things slide.
It's opinion. Whatever you want to buy, you buy. But this is the way to go. Right? Yeah.
Oh, God. Another non-story by the news.
This does not say cook.
It said cock.
Napoleonic Wars,
I like
by
that
the way.
lady with just a moronic connection.
Oh, yeah.
This is a thing for God. If you have a T-shirt like that, then you're against God. Yes, exactly.
That's exactly what I'm saying with my shirt.
Yeah. When I was printing those up, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And I'm against God. None of us win.
Why would you be against God?
Against God?
Yeah, I'm against him.
Satan worshiper? Yeah. Just without a T-shirt?
All right, well.
I'm sorry.
We're all idiots, by the way. It was Napoleonic Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The French.
All right, we could, hang up on everyone that has
don't
the
worry
answer.
about it. We got it.
We got the answer, so
Thank
everybody
you.
that's on hold, please hang up on yourselves.
I get 1 point for the right century.
Yeah, you do. Hurricane Katrina, yes, it's still happening down there in New Orleans, I guess, huh?
Yes.
And I told Anthony, I said, mark my words, Hurricane Rita is going to hit New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's just how things work
It
sometimes.
has to happen. That's the way the movie would work. It has to
You've
happen.
heard about Hurricane Rita, right?
No.
It's heading toward the Keys. And it's going to skip off Key West, and it's gonna turn right into New Orleans. You mark my word.
It's going into the Gulf.
It's just one of those things. Every once in a while, something happens. I don't know. The stars line up, and something that is just, the odds are not in in its favor, it ends up happening.
Well, the moronic mayor over there is, much to the chagrin of a lot of the feds, is inviting people back. Inviting certain parishes back, business owners, and just general population. Inviting them back to certain areas to get some normalcy, to start the rebuilding process. But a lot of these places still don't have power, water. They still have sewage on the ground, if not, still flooded. So a lot of these feds are saying, slow down. This is a stupid idea. And bringing them back now with it still being hurricane season and with one inching into the Gulf like this, it really sounds like a bad idea. Like, you don't want people coming back in just so you got to chase them back out again if this thing does happen to head toward New Orleans. So this mayor in New Orleans is really an idiot. Idiot.
And most of the people don't want to move back there anyway. They're in better neighborhoods now.
Yeah, a lot of them don't want to move back.
It's a whole big thing.
Get them a kayak. Break through the wall.
I was thinking about that clip all weekend long, Celine Dion. Let them touch things.
Let them touch things. The Photoshops that turned up on Whackbag were just hysterical. They get the Photoshop threads going. And a lot of these now are turning into the animated Photoshops. I guess a lot of people picking up that software. I still got to figure that out.
Oh, my God. Have you
like
seen the
blast.
dude on Whackbag who has the Ultimate Fighter who goes to kick that guy in the leg and he breaks...
Oh!
That is the most heinous thing I ever saw.
Yeah.
I couldn't even read his message.
Yeah, he's got it. It's something that I have. One of the boxers. What is this that we're looking at, Hawk?
Just missed assault on the media.
Oh, the assault on the media happened? Yeah. How did we miss it?
How do we know what happened then? Huh?
We got it on tape.
We got it on tape? Let's
what
take a look at
happened?
it. We might have had our own assault on the media today here in New York City.
I was watching that stupid channel the whole morning waiting for it, and they changed the channel on me.
Yeah, they did. What happened?
I didn't see it.
Danny
saw it?
Is entering the studio. Yes, Danny.
Yeah, well, I saw that
He's
they
not
went
that
live.
tall, Eric. Jesus. Move the mic down.
He's shoving it into his face.
He's shoving it into his forehead.
I saw that they went live, and I'm screaming. I'm like, all right, man, they're live, because he had already missed about 4 times to do this.
Oh, jeez.
I said, they're live now. Go, go, go. He hangs up the phone with me. Like, I need to spot him to tell him where to stand and where to be in the frame. Stupid hangs up, and then pulls off a terrible assault.
What did it look like?
It was just like he was way too far behind, and he was just he was holding it up, putting it down, running the other way, holding it up, putting it down, holding it up, putting it down. Had no idea where he was in the frame, how high it was. It was on a bad angle.
Who went?
Bill.
It was Bill? Oh, that's...
He's doing aerobics.
Yeah, pretty much.
That stinks.
I don't know why, but there's opportunities here in New York that are guarantees, and we send the new guys out for some reason.
The new guys suck. How did we get the first batch of guys that were so good? Remember Fan? Remember how good he was? He doesn't do it anymore. Danny, he doesn't do it anymore.
I can't be bothered by this anymore.
Nah, they send out the newbies, and they fuck it all up. How did he hung up the phone.
Hey,
you wouldn't think you'd have to brief people this much.
Bill, what's up?
Hello?
Hey, Bill, what happened?
I went in front of the news broadcast. I got on, and then the fucking guys, they sent guys after me, and then when I went and realized, I ran past it, and then the fucking goon, wop, fucking guy stole my sign.
They took your sign?
Yeah, the second time.
And they stole the sign.
But they grabbed my arm and then grabbed it out.
Oh, boy.
I think you were on screen for about, 2 seconds, maybe.
All right.
Bill, you did a really, really bad job.
Hey, did I get on at all?
For 2 seconds, not even, a split second, you were too far away. You hung up the phone with your spotter that is supposed to direct you as to what to do.
I was live, and I threw the phone down because I went live.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be your live, go, and then you're supposed to listen to him go, okay, move left, move right, go in closer. Like, he's supposed to talk you in. You don't hear from the control tower if you're a pilot. Hi, we're picking you up on final. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
and then land the plane. You gotta get.
So they got the one of the people working for Channel 11 2 blocks down with me right now. You want to talk to her?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
All right.
Hey there.
Hi.
Who are you?
Yeah, she took. Hello.
Yeah.
Tell her we need our sign back.
We need our sign back, miss.
Who was that?
Why did your goons take my sign? I don't even know who this person is, but she's playing stupid.
Tell them that's your property and you need it back.
That's private property, miss. I'm going to need that back, or XM Satellite Radio is going to sue you, Channel 11, Viacom, whoever you work for.
Did I say that? Viacom.
I work for Opie and Anthony. That's right, Opie and Anthony.
That's right.
Yeah, Anthony Cumia, Greg Hughes, they're going to come down here with their lawyers. They're going to get their sign back.
This guy's a mess. I love it. Phil, you're a mess. I love
You
it.
can send the whole NYPD after them. They don't care.
So who is she, Bill?
She's a worker for Channel 11, apparently. She's 2 feet away from me about 40th Street, I guess.
She's got you. Oh, she's making sure you don't go back in the shot, I guess.
Yeah, she's very close. Yeah.
All right, well...
There's a 40-year-old woman blocking you? Run around her.
Ask her if we can talk to her on the show.
Yo, you want to talk to him on the show? Nah, she's shrugging no.
All right, we'll get, we're going to mark down Channel 11. We'll get them bad next time.
All right.
Thank you, Bill.
What should I do?
I don't know. Hold on. The boys will talk to you. All right, there goes Bill, the intern.
How many signs do we have? Do we have any left?
Yeah.
We have a few.
Yeah? Can't keep losing them like that. You guys never lost signs. Jesus Christ.
Well,
boy, they just don't know how to do it, the new guys.
We failed today, but we had a fine assault on the media down there in Philly.
Yes.
Gotta love Philly. Steve, where are you going? This is you.
He's going to see if his car's recharged.
Tell us about the assault on the media in Philly.
They were, a couple guys were at, I think his name's Nick, were at the Philadelphia Eagles home opener. And it looks like they were there early in the morning because in the video that he sent in, they're making French toast. And
tailgating, making French toast.
Tailgating, making French toast. And WPVI, Channel 6, I think, sent their reporter down to do a story from the home opener, and these two guys jumped in the middle of the frame. One guy's covered in WOW stickers.
Bill, covered.
Yeah.
WOW.
Yeah.
I mean, his whole front is WOW stickers.
That's awesome.
The other guy has an air horn, and they just, like a couple of gorillas, jumped in the front of the frame and just start screaming, Opie and Anthony, 202, and they blast off the air horn and then take off out of the frame.
The video's great. It's up on opieandanthony.com.
Certainly is.
Yeah, it's the Assault on the Media contest for September. It's starting to really kick into high gear here. It's Boston versus Philly at this point, right? You think this one's better than the guys in Boston?
On par with, if not better. I got better video and audio of the one that happened in Boston, and that's now that I've seen that and heard that, that's really good too.
All right. So you got the new video of the Boston assault up there as well. We had a bad copy of that, but
we got better audio right now.
We have a better copy of that finally. All right, this is the Assault on the Media that went down over the weekend in Philly. Let's check it out here, the audio portion.
Let's get a look at the early tailgating. Oh, Amy, they're already out here. Tailgating season is here. Pre-game revelry. Oh, absolutely. And I knew the tailgaters would be out here early this morning, and they are out here in full force in the parking lot by Lincoln Financial. Now, as you can see. Thank you. Okay. Well, we had those guys.
That was great. She had to make like it was all fun.
She had to acknowledge them. Okay, thank you. Well, we have those guys, but you got to understand the guy was a raving lunatic. Show the video to Bill. Raving lunatic, screaming, yelling. His friend's got an air horn, just wrecking her live shot big time. Look at this guy.
He's covered. The cameraman's trying to keep him out of frame.
And what's part two of this?
It's more visual than audio, but you do hear them try to make a second attempt, and they jump back in the frame, and the cameraman is so frazzled by the whole thing. He's wiggling the camera all in a figure eight, trying to keep it away from them, but they still get in the frame.
All right, should we play the audio? Is it worth it?
You'll hear it. You'll hear a little bit of them scream O&A.
But the video's better.
The video's better.
All right, who wants to give me a prediction for the final score?
38-13 Birds.
38-13 Birds. You heard it here. All right, guys, it's my first tailgating live shot of the season. You got to give me my first Eagles cheer. Let's hear it.
Right there.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Awful. All right, but the video is much better. You got to check it out on opieandanthony.com.
Her first tailgate live shot, huh?
The guys that did it are on the phone. Jim in Philly. Jim, what's up?
Yo, guys, what's up? What's going on?
It was you and your brother?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to call my brother back. I'm going to call my brother now. He's probably still sleeping.
All right.
And we'll give you a call back, both of us.
All right, do that.
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Because I'm sure both of them on the phone will just make it that much
probably
better.
Still taking the stickers off.
There were so many on them. Well, we got to figure out who's in the lead because the contest has, what, a little less than 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right. Up for grabs, we've got a portable Delphi MiFi radio, dinner with our own Eric E-Rock Nagel at Paisanos on Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy. The E-Rock part of that is optional. Admission to see Bon Jovi perform live at the grand opening of the Nokia Theater in Times Square. Isn't that tonight?
Yeah. Is that? Sorry, that might be an old list.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
E-Rock going to foot the bill?
That would be nice of him.
Now that he's a wealthy man.
I think Joey Paisano's footing the bill. They're live, too. Still on 42nd. 42nd, what, 2nd Avenue?
He screwed up so badly, Bill. He should.
They're still live. It's a perfect
still
opportunity.
Live. Here it is.
Opportunity for an assault on the media.
We're going to be there a while.
And now that they're holding back our guy, we got to get back there.
Who is this guy that's kissing these girls?
It's Kiss for the Cause. I don't know. Some soap opera star, I guess. He's kissing chicks for money.
His agent told him it was good exposure.
Yeah, that's got to be a punch the agent moment. Yeah, well, you're going to be on the WB11 News, which is bad enough, and you're going to be kissing girls. Oh, wonderful. Career's going well.
People know that you care.
Yeah, it's care, and we can actually figure out how long you're there, and that's a money value, and then that can be written off as a deduction at the end of the year.
Look what caring has done for Angelina Jolie. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just like what she does. The assault on the media, yes. Also, you win a 30-day free video game rental from Gamefly.com. And, of course, admission to the Opie and Anthony show for a day to check out what we do here.
Just sit there and watch us through the glass.
Yeah. Well, here's the audio of the Boston assault on the media from Boston Strangler and Sonny Forelli. The audio is much better than the one we played last week.
Yes, we're very happy to say that. But, David, it is coming. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But, folks, remember these, the good old shovel and broom. Well, we're going to have to get real familiar with these this winter. Because if you don't clean your car off of snow...
I don't know why I laugh every time at the Pests.
I love how they're on XM Satellite Radio. One guy started that a while ago, and now everyone's following suit.
The dude from Alabama.
Was it Alabama or the guy from Springfield?
The guy the guy from Alabama was the one that just had the exaggerated, the lion suit and the southern drawl.
Yeah. So the videos are all up on opieandanthony.com, foundrymusic.com. We got to start figuring out who's in the lead. Is it the one you just heard or the new one over the weekend that the guys pulled off in Philly? All right. You got a clip of Rob Bartlett on Imus as well?
Yeah, that's
on this disc?
He was wearing the Spread the Virus shirt and goes into one of those. He's doing his deranged Brian Wilson impressions.
Yeah.
Right.
And he goes into the satellite radio debate as Brian Wilson.
It was really funny last week. Imus did us a huge, huge solid.
Yeah, we caught a couple of pieces of it live. We plunked it down, but I guess this is the whole thing that he was talking about.
Yeah, Rob Bartlett doing, like you said, Brian Wilson all fucked up, but he's wearing an Opie and Anthony T-shirt.
Yeah.
Brian Wilson here with us this morning with his Opie and Anthony T-shirt on. If you have a satellite radio, can you listen to Sirius or XM, or do you have to have two separate radios?
Well, you'd have to have two separate radios if you wanted Sirius.
Right.
Which you wouldn't want.
Well, yeah, you would want that.
Okay.
You want Sirius. I don't own any XM stuff.
Well, that's your first mistake.
Well, could be. It might be, yeah.
You should invest in yourself. That's the first thing they tell you. How do you think I lost all the publishing rights to my songs?
Well, I'm not sure how that happened. But...
And there you have it.
I remember that.
Yeah, we actually
pretty much did play that whole thing, didn't we?
That was the only one we did play live on the show.
Jesus. Good job.
Way to go, Steve.
You're welcome. You got a disc of what we said 10 minutes ago? Maybe we can play that. Good job there, Steve, old boy.
All right. Should we get into the Emmys?
Yeah, I missed it, so I'm just going to have to depend now on clips.
I missed it, too.
You did?
Yeah.
Remember when you used to watch shit like that?
Well, that was when we were doing afternoon drive. We could stay up late.
What time was it on? Late?
8 o'clock.
I just saw a little bit of that Black Eyed Peas rapping. In the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, that sounded horrible. I didn't hear it, but just the setup. And
it was horrible, and they were just cutting to people in the crowd, and they were like, yeah, they had that look on their face. Okay, the camera's on me, so I'm going to smile, but
I'm really puzzled.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this?
Then he made like a reference to the Michael Jackson trial. Like, remember the verdict? Like,
why would... Like
exactly, it's like most people there, especially because it's such like a white crowd, most of them think he's guilty.
Right.
The jurors even think he's guilty. They all came out and said they know he's guilty.
These award shows have huge problems. No one's really watching them that much anymore. So they have to get gimmicks to try to make them
Can I interrupt you?
Sure.
The dude's back from Philly, and he can't get his brother on.
Oh, well, this would be great.
This is an exclusive interview with Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
So you did that assault on the media in Philly, right?
Yeah, we've been planning it. We know that they're there. We're there early in the morning, 6 o'clock for every game.
Yeah.
So we know that they're going to be there. We knew they were going to be doing live shots. They do them every single year on opening day.
What time is game time?
Game time is 1 o'clock.
You get there at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, for every game. If it starts at 4:15, we're there at 6. Monday night game, we usually stay the night before and play cards.
Why? Because I'm telling you, that it's all about the tailgating.
What, 7 hours of tailgating, 6 in the morning?
When I used to live in Buffalo and the Bills were huge back then, we weren't there at 6, but we were there by 9.
Dude, it's Buffalo.
5 hours in, you got to be doing heroin at that point.
What do you do? What is there to do?
You're drinking beers. You're
I see you get there. You're all like, yeah, let's go. Let's throw around the football. After like an hour, 2 hours, you're like, yeah, you want to throw the football around again? No.
It's a big party.
I'm tired.
You're drinking. You're cooking. You're throwing the ball around.
When I was at 20 and at the peak.
Hold on, Jim, hold on. We'll get right back to you. Hold on. Bill Burr is speaking.
When I was 20 years old, at the peak of my alcohol intake, we used to show up to Patriots games at about 9:30, and I was fucking obliterated.
By game time.
By 12, still had another hour. I had already puked on this dude's lawn, and they asked us to move the car. Never made the kickoff.
Well, no, there is such thing as too much tailgating.
No, man, it was a whole thing. We'd rally the troops, get everyone up and out the door, and we would be set up by like 9 in the morning, 4 hours before game time, and you're just getting psyched, especially if your team's good.
I'll tell you something. At this time of year, maybe not that much, not that many hours, but maybe a few hours ahead of time. But in the middle of the winter, you will never ever see me at a football game. There is nothing worse than sitting in sub-zero weather in those seats where everyone's so bundled up you can barely even stand up.
Oh yeah.
And your seat disappears onto other people's jackets the second you stand.
You're describing
it's cold, uncomfortable.
You're describing what I did at least a dozen times in Buffalo.
Yeah, well, when you're in Buffalo, you're hoping maybe that'll kill you.
No,
Buffalo sucks.
The best part, I was working for radio station.
Buffalo really does stink.
Oh, one of the most depressing cities ever.
It's
just being there. I was looking around like so depressed.
It's fish fry, chicken wings, and the Buffalo Bills.
Fat chicks.
Well, Buffalo Betties, yes.
Yeah.
They like the long sweaters to cover up a world of hurt. But when I was living in Buffalo, it was kind of funny. I worked for the station called the Fox, and the big executives, the general manager and the program director and what have you, the top sales guy, they got the tickets for the Bills games, the first few games when it was still 80 degrees out, and they're in the fifth row, 50-yard line. These tickets were just sweet.
Right.
As soon as the temperature dropped, they didn't want to go to the games anymore. So I'm the overnight douchebag. All of a sudden, I'm sitting in prime seats. I'm not making any money. I can't afford to go to a Bills game and sit this close ever. So to me, it didn't matter how cold it got. I was so psyched.
No.
But the coldest game, the Bills played the Saints. It was single digits with a wind chill that brought it way below zero, right?
What was that, like an August 29th
yeah, right.
preseason game?
And
awful.
And it had some of that dumb sleet, ice, snowstorms during the week, and they cannot thaw out the stadium for the game and get rid of the ice that built up. So you had to sit on a block of ice that easily was 4 inches thick, and your feet were on a block of ice that was easily 4 inches thick.
That's a lot of fun.
And
that's great.
And it was below zero with the wind chill, single digits, snowing like a mother, and you just sat there and froze. You couldn't.
Oh yeah.
You
the only
couldn't.
people who are warm are the people who have that whole hunting outfit.
Well, that's
that camouflage jumpsuit with that fucking orange hat.
You were like twice as big with all the layers you had on, and we sat there and watched the game.
It is
and got
not
hammered.
comfortable to sit there in those seats bundled up like that. And obviously you have to because you'd freeze to death. You would die in that kind of cold.
Yeah, I mean, we were younger, too. You know, when you're younger...
No, even then, didn't care.
Really? When you're younger, you could deal with a lot of that stuff.
I like going to a
too.
good old baseball game. There you are in your T-shirt sitting in the seat. Sun's shining, nice and warm. That's what you want. Not in the middle of the winter sitting outside. Would you do anything out in that kind of cold? Anything else where you would sit for hours on end in the freezing cold?
Well, skiing.
Skiing.
Yeah. I would ski with single digits and stuff.
How long does your average football game last? Yeah, but you're moving when
about
you ski.
40 minutes, maybe.
I mean, total, right? What are you there for? 4 hours sitting in that cold?
3.
Tops 3.
You wouldn't sit and watch strippers if the seats were that cold. If you were sitting there in that freezing weather. You're going to sit and watch a goddamn football game you could watch in the comfort of your own home.
You just don't get
Not
being
into
a fanatic.
No.
Have you ever been a fanatic as far as a sports team goes?
I love going to Yankee playoff games. That's it. That's where you'll get me.
Do you paint your face so you'll get on TV?
Of course.
Look at this character.
Here's a happy fan.
All right. So, Jim, what happened?
Well, it was a perfect setup because the guys that were right in front of the shot, right behind the shot, had a bus with a satellite dish, and the TV was right there. Right. And they were watching their buddies in the live shot. So we knew exactly when to jump in.
Yeah, it was perfect, man. Were you the one covered in the WOW stickers?
No, that was my younger brother. I had the tattoos.
All right, yeah, right on. I see you.
But when we were doing it, the camera guy was like so freaked out he didn't know what to do, and he's just waving his hands, and his eyes are as big as goddamn softballs. And he's like, no. And then if you see real quick, he actually puts his hand in front of the goddamn lens. I was starting to crack up. And then when he tried to shoot out of my foot, and I crouched down. I'm like, fuck this guy. He's not getting me out of shot. And I put the air horn up, and then I broke away. My friend was like, fuck it, I'm going back over there. So he's standing in the back, and then when he ran in front again, the guy shot the camera down to his feet, and that was it. We were so we'll get him next week.
It was a great assault on the media. It really was. It's very close to the one done in Boston. We got to figure out who's in the lead today.
Camera guys panic.
Our whole goal was to jump between the reporter and the camera. We wanted to be the whole shot. Nothing in the background. We wanted to be the focus of the shot.
This could be a new trend. People finally, stepping in front of the reporter.
In front of the reporter. More exposure. Absolutely.
I noticed these guys follow trends. I'm noticing the air horn is really starting to play into these things a lot more.
Yeah.
You guys are on a road to ruin here. Everyone's got to keep and then be punching the reporter.
No, it's all
putting a chloroform rag over the cameraman.
We've made it perfectly clear that the reporter should not be touched. Perfectly clear. Nick, what's going on?
Well, that was my brother, so
yeah.
He pretty much told me.
Yeah, I'm still on, Fatty.
What?
I knew it would get better with both of them on. I knew it.
Well, come on.
Shut the hell up, Jim. You're an idiot.
I'm a fatty.
So how are we going to do that one thing?
See? Look at this horrid radio. These two, they're just yapping over each other.
All right, let's try Nick. Nick, you were the one that had the WOW stickers all over your body during the assault on the media in Philly.
Yeah,
I was the guy that had the
Shut up.
Screw it. Bill Burr, your H-Spirit special is awesome. I can't get a goddamn world in. Punch it out.
All right, there they go. Thanks, guys. Greatly appreciate it. There goes Nick and Jim from Philly. They had a fine assault on the media.
Just because they can do an assault on the media doesn't mean they know how to speak on the radio properly.
All right. Mark in L.A. What's up, Mark?
Hey, guys. Listening to Sirius the other night. Got both of them going. And Cousin Brucey had a live feed going from Little Italy. And at one point, he was interviewing a lady, and some listener broke through and screamed, Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Rock. That was pretty funny. Brucey started laughing, and I was cracking up and so forth. He came back pretty quick. Then he went to record and came back and pointed out that the listener apparently knocked somebody over and was kind of shitty about it. So I thought that was very uncool.
All right, thanks for that. Maybe we'll get audio of that as well.
Yeah.
All right, we want to talk about the Emmys.
I was waiting for you to hit the car crash. The guy was like a train wreck. He got that sound effect.
He goes, sometimes he's like, it was pretty cool, and cousin Brucey laughed, and
there are a couple of things. Sometimes their voice just hypnotizes me, and I nod off and forget to hit the buttons. Other times I want to see how far he's going to go to try to get some kind of reaction from us that we are enjoying his call.
Oh, and the more he was bombing, the more he had to throw in funny.
He had to throw in other
then he
things.
went over there with it. That was mildly amusing. And then he walked around the corner. That was kind of funny. And
there was a moment where his story ended, and everyone knew it. It was at the point where he talked about the guy saying what he said in front of Brucey. Story over. He didn't get a reaction.
It's like, cousin Brucey laughed,
and then
I got a kick out of it.
That was amusing. And then the guy went around and now it's all him trying his best to bail himself out.
That's one of those stories. When you end it, you jump immediately into your next subject, and then the whole thing was pretty funny. Gee, it's been hot out lately, hasn't it?
You're just trying to save yourself.
Well, this guy's got something for the show. Chuck in Jersey.
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Chuck.
Not everybody at those football games is bundled up. There's always those two idiots there who've got their bellies painted the color of the team.
Yeah. How about the guys that do that when it's like 20 degrees out, too, and then the announcers go, wow, those guys are crazy, because they don't have a shirt on or coats or anything.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, we're going to play the ping pong in the back now? You guys are assholes. I'm punching out.
Thank you, sir. Ant, the best way to beat the cold is a hit of mescaline. My brother and I took a couple of hits at the Jets game. The look on the people's faces when it's 5 degrees, you're shirtless, steam is pouring off you, and you're drinking beer is priceless. Mescaline. I'd be afraid I'd do something so stupid and I wouldn't realize, like, my core temperature was 80 degrees and I'm dying.
Yeah, and you're not beating the cold. You're just tricking your mind into not feeling the warning signs that you need to put a shirt on. You're still going to get frostbite.
Yeah, your body doesn't all of a sudden become immune to dying from the cold.
Like
you just think it's hysterically funny.
Like mescaline's like mittens.
Mescaline is great, and I could say that would probably be really funny looking at cold people when you're doing mescaline, because everything's hysterically funny on mescaline, and just looking at people's distorted cold faces, you'd probably laugh your ass off. Maybe the laughter would keep you warm.
All right.
Ooh, hot out, huh?
Why don't we go back to Emmy talk?
I was going to say, I think that this topic, you just bomb on it. There's no way.
It's no way to keep yourself safe in this topic. I want out.
Bill's back in studio. Do we want Bill?
Yeah, we got to talk to him for a second, because
all right,
you really... Hi, Bill. How you doing?
All right, what happened, Bill?
Okay. Well,
I'll tell you, not intimidating enough. He's crazy eyes. He looks like a lunatic, but you're not a big enough guy.
Yeah.
Dan's tall, you know. He's intimidating a little bit.
I'll put this here. Okay.
But you kind of look like someone who I can easily take your sign away from.
Well, here's the thing. I went down there, and there's cops on at least 3 of the corners of the blocks. About 200 cops, I would say, in 2-block radius.
Yeah.
200 cops?
200 cops?
The UN is right.
The UN thing's
the UN is over there, right.
So I started hanging around, because it's on the corner of the building.
You got diagrams?
Yes.
Is that a diagram you have?
Now, the yellow is the cops, and my route was the pink, and the blue's the thugs for...
You've color-coded a chart.
Yeah. Well, I'm proving that what I did was the best possible thing I could have done.
Yeah, because the drawing proves it. Sorry.
It does.
Hey, I'm with Bill.
Now, the motorcade turned... Where?
Yeah, where's the grass?
I was originally here, and I called Danny. He's like, yo, call me when you think something's going on. So I went over here to...
But you got to show everybody the diagram.
The north part of 42nd.
Is there a north, south, east, west on that diagram?
Yeah.
Right, N?
There you go.
Okay, let me see. North, south. Okay,
yeah,
north
that's
is that
definitely
way.
north.
Now, when I was over...
and that's 42nd and 2nd.
Wait, no, the...
Clear, I mean, you can see...
Oh, no. Now north is south.
What's that?
Now we got a problem. You just turned it upside down.
Yeah, this is north.
Yeah, you better...
There it is.
There you go. So north
because that
now,
Starbucks right there is
yeah, that's on the north east corner.
North side.
So I was on the north side. This is the only part that weren't cops until they parked next to me and moved this way.
So that's north.
Yeah, and then I was up
Okay.
here, and then one day...
What represents the cops? That circle?
The
'Cause
yellow.
I see yellow.
All the yellow.
All the yellow is cops.
Yeah,
Yes.
now...
Why didn't you go with blue? I mean,
because
police officers.
That really
Blues
would've-
for the fucking wops that were over here.
That should have
with
been
their
red.
fucking short haircuts and their stupid fucking clothes. Let them Armani exchange. Scumbags. Now listen, here's the...
Wow, Jesus.
Listen.
Jesus, a lot of,
That was just an
Listen to
assault
me,
on the media. Let's
jerky.
calm down.
I just feel like a dick, because fucking...
over here's the goddamn Mexicans.
Brown.
Taking all the fucking jobs.
Yeah, they have
So I'm standing
Mexicans
here.
in the stand selling me Poland Spring while I'm waiting. And
Uh-huh.
I went down, and because Danny's like, oh, they went live, but they weren't going where I was looking at, the chair where the guy was sitting.
Is that south?
And I was
when you're going down?
Yeah, I
Okay.
went south, and I was going to go behind the chair and get him, but I didn't realize there was a second table, which they must have went live to a few times, because I totally couldn't see it from this part. So I went down, Danny said, I stood here for about 2 minutes, and then Danny's like, they go live.
With the wops, right?
Yeah, wops, Jews, all those people. And then the garbage bag, because I couldn't rip it out with one hand, I had to
Where were the
hang
Polish
my phone up.
people in that diagram? Were they anywhere?
I think they were on the east side, right?
Yeah, on the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the docks. Right, they're working the docks. So you couldn't pull the sign out of the bag quickly.
Well, not with two. I needed two hands. That's why the phone must have got hung up.
Oh, that's right. Danny said you're live. Now, what you're supposed to do is hold on to the phone so he can direct you. But you had to get rid of the phone so you could pull the sign out of the bag.
Yeah, then I jumped over the caution tape, and I ran behind with the sign as best I could, behind the actual, caution tape, and then that's when the goons started getting me. Then I went...
What did the Puerto Ricans do at that point?
Oh, they pulled out their box cutters and chased me on the road.
The goons, you mean the Dagos and the Jews?
Yeah. And
they
then
came after you.
So then I ran, and then he's like, they're alive again. So I ran around that black woman who followed me. I ran all the way around back into the thing again with the sign. That's when the guy grabbed my right hand and he pulled it out.
What was the guy, Italian?
Yes.
Yeah. And he pulled the sign out of your hand.
Yeah.
And what was the colored lady doing at this point?
This is when the colored lady in pink started following me for a few blocks.
Ah, she followed you.
Yeah.
Wow. And what did they do with your sign? You didn't see?
Nah, the guy grabbed it and said, fuck off, and he took it behind the caution tape, and they must have threw it out inside the Channel 11 building.
It's kind of edgy for Channel 11, huh?
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck off. That's strong language. Let's say hi to Bill the Cop. Bill?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, Bill the Cop. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you boys?
All right.
We were told, I was working down at the UN, and we were told anybody that fucks with the media, just grab them and lock them up.
What's the charge, sir?
It's going to be like disorderly conduct and then other shit with fucking media.
That's a little too technical for us.
Other shit.
Other shit with the fucking media.
Yeah, fucking with the media in the first degree.
Yeah.
Huh?
I saw a bunch of people with O&A signs, and people were like, "Oh, go get them." I was like, "Fuck you! I love those guys."
Wow. I once pled other shit down to mayhem. Simple charge. Other shit.
Thanks, Bill.
That's a cop describing a charge.
Oh, Christ. All right, well.
They had everything there, even the auxiliary police. They had the guys.
Really?
Those guys are scary, you know. Those are the ones
The
you gotta watch
traffic
out
guys.
for.
But they had the real police officers right here. About
The auxiliary are the ones you got to
approximately
worry about because they're not good enough to be real police officers, so they got something going on in their head.
They think if they make a good collar, they might make the force. Yeah.
They can do something stupid.
So I'm sorry,
That's
I'm
something to
annoyed with
prove,
myself
is what you're
about
saying.
this.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Bill had proof that he did everything he could, but it just was
The
still
diagram was pretty, it was pretty
it
convincing.
was still a failed assault on the media.
If it was cool, I would have actually ran into it and started cursing or something. But I didn't want to push it too far. I didn't want to get anybody.
Yeah, don't push it too far. Just get a split second of the thing on camera.
I'm sorry.
So what happened when...
Yeah, baby steps. That's good.
Yeah.
I would have just started dropping the C word and ran into right in front of the donkey and the Mexican guy with the thing.
What's the donkey?
They got the Colombian guy next to the table, which was the second place they were shooting on the one corner. That's what I didn't see.
Why did you call him a donkey?
No, he's with the donkey. It's the Juan Valdez.
Juan Valdez, the coffee guy?
They actually got something like that there.
Like how he'll say every slur to every race, but he won't say cunt. And he's like the C word.
The C word. I don't want to offend anybody.
I mean, on the live show,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll go do it. Tell me to do something, I'll go do it. I don't care.
We love you
we
like
told
that.
you to do
You're
something.
Quite a soldier. But he's got diagrams, and until he brought that out, though, I was...
I see it his way now.
Yeah,
it's very
I'm in
obvious.
his corner now that he's been so concise with the yellow and the brown and the
blue
red
and
and
the
the blue.
pink.
And the arrows, the corners, the streets, the directions. No time code on that?
Little McGraw-Hill logo in the corner.
Bill, where on that map did you drop the sign and leave it on the floor for about 20 seconds.
What?
When you drop the sign, when you walked right into the shot, drop the sign.
Because I had to pull it out of the bag. That's why I had to hang up the phone.
You saw that in the shot? Him dropping the sign and pulling it out of the bag?
That's why I had to take the. That's why I had to hang up the cell phone.
This could be very funny then on tape. I want to see this.
You see the sign in the garbage bag. It's just right on the left-hand side of the screen. You just see it comes out of nowhere. It just flies into the shot and just lands on the floor.
Oh no, that's the garbage bag though. I left the garbage bag and wandered throughout the scene. Like
I could swear that you went back.
I threw the garbage bag into the scene. It actually got caught by the wind and probably tumbled through it.
This could be a new contest. Failed assault in the media.
Winner.
A blooper tape.
Yeah, a gag reel.
All right, well, it was his first attempt. I think he did a good job.
First
He's got diagrams
attempt.
and stuff.
I'm just happy I got on.
Yeah, very good.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
annoyed that I...
Next one, I see you doing much better now that you got one under your belt.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. All right, very good. There goes Bill the intern. He's doing a great job.
Taking his diagram with him. Oh, in the garbage. Wow.
Oh, he's been acquitted.
Well, we might want to throw that online. I think people want to see your plan.
Auction it off.
Yeah, well, let's just throw it on opieandanthony.com. The diagram of the assault on the media gone wrong.
His diagram.
Emmy talk after this.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. Talking about searching for a place we could call home.
Realize what a mogul Steve C is.
Yeah, Steve now owns 2 places. Anthony and I still renting.
Still looking. Thanks.
Jesus. My search has begun, though. I got to buy something finally.
Where?
Manhattan. I'm not dealing with that commute anytime soon.
It's not really a bad commute if you live close enough. Like, the city would be very close, but I mean, like Great Neck, where I am, it's 20 minutes in the morning, which is fine. It's just the drive out. It's if you ever have to drive during rush hour, that same drive. To know that it only takes 20 minutes in real time when there's no one else in your way, and to have to sit for an hour and a half sometimes in traffic when you know it's a 20-minute drive is infuriating. But I don't want to live in the fucking city. I want a yard. I want a pool. I want a compound. But apparently I have to move out to Orient Point in order to afford something like I want. Even me, with my trillions of dollars. It's amazing what they ask for a house. Just a normal, run-of-the-mill, here's a house. Oh, great. If I moved out east, you would have a palatial, a mansion. You would have one of those lifestyles of the rich and famous houses. But you're close to the city. They want a postage stamp of grass, a house thrown on there, maybe a couple of bedrooms, a bath and a half. Here you go. How much? $5 million. That's great. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. But this is a real hot area. This
is
a real hot
this area. Let me tell you about the
school
schools.
District. Shut
I
up.
don't care. I'm not having kids ever. But they always want to tell you about how wonderful the schools are. The taxes very high here because of the schools. I want to live here then. Fuckers. Real estate. They bring you in and try to... Here's the bedroom. Yeah, I know. Here's the kitchen. Ooh! I see. Now I thought this was the den. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's got a great area here. This is like a counter. You can prepare sandwiches. It's fucking filling time.
That's it. I can walk into a house, look around, and know if I want to live there or not. That's it.
Oh, Manhattan was the greatest when you're walking around looking. They'll actually do the sweep of the arm as they're showing you a 4-foot by 4-foot area. And over here's the bedroom. It's like it fucking breaks a nail on the wall. It's like halfway over. It's like...
Yeah, they show you these little cubbies that they use as, this would be great for a study or a computer room.
There's always nooks. This little nook over here for a breakfast table.
This nook, a little desk would fit in here fine. You could do your work.
You get a lot of sunlight through that one window that hasn't been washed since 1972.
They take you up into the attic space where the roof line, like you're hitting your head unless you're dead center in the room, and talk about what a lovely bedroom this would make. where you would knock yourself unconscious.
Anytime the ceiling is like higher than 6 feet, they try to act like you can put some sort of bunk bed in there with a desk underneath it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. High ceilings.
It's like you literally, when you wake up in the morning, you got to like shimmy out. And even rolling over your shoulder would scrape the ceiling. That's great.
Oh.
Bring the girl home, you know, carry her up the ladder just like a fucking caveman.
It is a scam.
Your ass banging off the ceiling as you're trying to plow some whore. That'll be like, you know, $725,000.
Yeah, that's it. And there's always some weird attic storage in those rooms, too. Like on the wall, you'll see some creepy midget door that you open up, and it goes right through all the way back.
That's where the rats live.
Yeah, like
I'm going to go
mice
there.
And fucking...
Yeah, exactly.
We went to one house, and the guy is in there, and he's going, yeah, there's a loft upstairs that's great for, I keep my bedroom up there. And he had this circular stairway that went up that was like the diameter of a gutter, the leader that comes down the side of your house. I couldn't even... it was like I was just rotating in place when I was walking up this circular staircase.
Like a corkscrew.
And, of course, it's like wonderful circular staircase. I'm picturing like this huge sweeping staircase.
Titanic looking.
Yeah, something like that.
Staircase.
It was like something out of Das Boot.
Yeah.
It was like the gangway in a submarine.
We have this lovely terrace/fire escape. You can get a hibachi out there. The neighbors don't seem to mind if you cook on it. I know the last guy did, because you can tell because of the ashes that are all in the windowsill.
Just awful. Just let me look at what I'm asking to look at. That's all.
The worst ones are the buildings that like allow pets. It's like they allow pets here. It's like, yeah, it smells like a fucking kennel.
Yeah, it's a friggin' kennel, right? Shit all over the place.
Lumps of dog hair in the hall.
That's another when you're looking for a house and the homeowner has a pet. Like when you knock on the door and you hear, like, oh, this is going to be great. I just want to get in the car and leave. And then the woman opens the door. Oh, okay, just hold on 2 seconds. Let me get her in the room.
Dog nails scraping on the linoleum.
Wood floor with like those skid marks on it where he was sliding into the wall. It just stinks like wet dog. One place we looked at had a white carpet that I swear this dog had shit on every square inch of it. There was just cleaned up shit marks all over the place. Bites
from
taken
that
out of
awful
the corner.
rug cleaner that becomes a foam as it gets into the shit that's in the rug.
Yeah, the applicator on the cleaner has a little brush on it. That's gonna work.
And you're looking at quote nice homes. That's the scary part.
Everything over $1 million. Everything over $1 million, and $1 million is the bottom level in this neighborhood. And there's shit all over the place. Everything. The corner bead on all the corners of the house are chewed, just eaten. Where now you got to get some guy in, repair the drywall, spackle, and this is $1 million home. It's not a fixer-upper. I don't want to go in and fix something. I want to move in. I want it to smell. When I walk in there, I want it to smell like new carpet and paint, and that's it. And you walk in, and people are like, "This is mint plus condition." So you go to look at it, and it's like mint plus in 75 because there's wood paneling on the walls. Mm-hmm. The basements, you go down into the basement. There's some bar that Grandpa built for himself with the Budweiser mirror and the shag carpeting.
Keep on trucking, neon sign. some popular catchphrase from the late 70s. You jive turkey.
Exactly.
Shag carpet.
You know Tony Danza had that tattooed on his arm?
Oh, yeah. What? Saw that for years. Keep on trucking.
Oh, okay.
That's like getting jiggy with it.
Mm.
You know, some sort of...
What an ass.
Yeah.
Keep on trucking. Tattoo. That must have been a drunk night. Hey, I don't care. This saying's going to be around forever, huh? Keep on trucking. Put it over here. And I want a tattoo of my pet rock on this arm. Put a Rubik's Cube. Some barbed wire.
So the search continues.
So I went to this one place. We go in, and obviously, right from the start you don't want it. But for some reason, you have to look around. I guess it's an insult. There's like this protocol. You got to be cordial to the people and the agent and everybody else. So you can't just walk in and go, nope, and walk out.
You should, though.
You should. When you walk in and I see, like, structural damage, you see the ceiling is cracked, and from across the room you can see the right side of it is closer to the floor than the left side is, right by the crack. You know that isn't just a little spackle and some tape. You know, that's a truss in the attic is fucked. Something is wrong with the structure.
You're living on a fault line.
Yeah, exactly. There's something wrong. So I don't want to look at the bedroom. I don't want to look at the basement, but you have to. We go in this one house. I know I'm not going to look. And the guy was crowing on the paper about how there's brand new dry sump. There's a brand new sump for the driveway. So I guess the driveway was flooding, and now there's a brand new sump. So we go down into the basement, and I'm walking around, and there's brand new tile floor in the basement. Basement's been finished. A bathroom down there and everything. So we're walking around, and my girlfriend goes, look under your feet. So I look down. Every tile I'm stepping on, in between each tile is going...
The water's coming up a little bit?
Water's coming up. It's coming up. I go, oh, my God. That's what the dry sump is.
And this is the middle of summer where
right.
We haven't had a lot of rain.
We haven't had rain this summer.
God, Jesus.
Dry sump for the driveway.
I am. You know, he's down there with a wet vac. What time's he getting?
Oh,
here?
you know it. And that's why it was brand new tile floor. They had to rip everything up. They put in this dry sump, hoping that that's going to solve the problem. Put down new tile when the floor was still just soaked.
See, I'm not looking forward to this. This is day one today.
Dude, I'm going on.
Day one.
I started looking in spring. And I've gotten close a couple of times where it was like one house was really nice. You walk in, the ceilings were like friggin' 18 feet high, skylights. You could open the front door, double doors, and look straight through this real grand hallway to this huge arched picture window that looked right into the backyard. And then there were like two wings off to the sides with the living quarters and the bedrooms and everything. Beautiful. We go down to the basement. It was like a hatch door to go down into this basement where all the other stuff, and there was only room for the washer and dryer and everything else down there. So now I'm talking, they go, well, a staircase can be put in here. The homeowner is standing in the middle of the living room saying we can cut a hole in the living room floor to put stairs to the bed. I'm like, you know, like, so goddamn close.
Because that's where the ghosts live.
Right.
Won't the banister get in the way of me watching TV?
Yeah, excuse me. It's a living room. It's a living room. I'm not going to be cutting holes for the... And then another problem with that house was there was a two-car garage that was detached. And the whole point of having a garage is that I don't want to see the winter. I want to go from my warm house to my warm vehicle.
How to not see the winter.
Now, that's it. I don't do it.
The only time he's going to be outside is the 10 feet from his car to the front door.
To the front door of this building when someone else drives my car to the garage.
Is it. That's the only time he'll ever see winter.
My car is toasty in my heated garage now, and I walk in because, you know, I went through too many years of hopping in, leaning forward because for some reason that makes you warmer, grabbing a steering wheel that looks like it feels like an ice carving, and trying to drive.
You can see your breath.
Oh, the inside of your windshield is frozen. The defroster doesn't work.
And we're all lazy, so we only defrost, an inch before we take off for our ride into work.
And my pinky and ring finger are like numb on the steering wheel because the blood is just not flowing because it's so fucking cold. Your body's going, no, it's reserved for your core organs. Your fingers can suffer. I'm freezing. Now, it's great. It's like 76 degrees on the coldest winter day. I go in, I pull out, and by the time I'm driving down the street, I look at the outside temperature on the rearview mirror of my car. It's like 15 degrees for me. Whoo, the heat's up blaring. That's what I like. I hate the cold. That's what I'm looking for. Attached garage. There's some of the realtors that it's a two-car garage.
Listen to this silly.
You walk in, and you could not fit one car in this thing.
Listen to this silly goose in Denver. Go ahead, Richard.
Hey, yeah, listen, my brother's really, really picky, just like you guys. He knows what he wants. He can afford it.
so he bought himself a little patch of land down in Phoenix, build his house as he wanted it. But you guys sound like you need to build a house.
Yeah, you know something? I would want to do that. That's true. But
there's no land available.
Where I want to live, it's not exactly a little house on the prairie out there. It's the North Shore. I want to live North Shore, Nassau County. That's where I want to live. It's all taken up with ancient houses that people know they can get top dollar for a house that was built in the fucking 50s, not even remodeled. They get top dollar. So what I would have to do now is buy a shit house for about $2 million and knock it down, and then build another house.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Richard, it's a lot easier in Denver. There's a lot more land available.
I've been out to Colorado, and I've been into like Grand Junction, Colorado. And I have looked at... No, I know, but I have looked at houses out there. I would be able to buy Grand Junction. The entire city of Grand Junction could be mine if I wanted to live there.
You get a mountain in your backyard.
That's it. They'd call it Anthony Junction. I'd change the name Anthony Junction.
I would just call it Ants Junk.
Places in Arizona, Ants Junk. Places in Arizona, there are places where you would be the king. I would have whole Indians praying to me as their god, making gold idols of me. That would be me.
There you go.
All right, Richard, thank you.
But in New York, buy $1 million piece of shit and knock it down. That's what I get.
Yeah. For those who don't live here, it's like if you ever watch the end credits to Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Those houses.
Those houses. That's what it is.
Those houses. $8 million.
Where there are two houses that are actually connected.
Yeah.
They have two front doors, and people decide to put separate siding on them, so it looks like some schizo house.
You can literally look across like your little pathetic chain link fence and see the top of the head of your neighbors. He's squatting, taking a shit. Your eyes meet as you're washing a plate.
Have you ever seen... Don't you think the neighbors could get together and decide on one color or one type of aluminum siding? Have you seen the ones... These are two houses, but they're connected. They look like one big house, but they're actually two separate houses. The front doors are separate. They're kind of right next to each other. And the whole street is those type of houses. And they can't agree. Like, one will paint his house blue, and the other paints it red. It looks ridiculous. They can't get along and just go, dude, look, I'll foot for the paint. One color. Schizo house.
Tommy in Brooklyn, why do you need an attached garage? You explained that already.
I did. I want warmth.
Ian in Jersey.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Ant, I'm looking for a house in Jersey. I'd love to tell you it's a lot better on our side of the river, but it sucks over here, too. I was in a house over the weekend that they had air quoted, converted their garage to a bedroom.
Yeah.
I walk in there, no shit. They had laid down AstroTurf, unplugged the garage door opener, and they had all their kids' toys in the weird garage shelves.
So they were trying to scam like they had an extra room?
Yeah, but, dude, you had to see it. You walk in, and they had put, like, this AstroTurf carpet down, and their kid's bed was all the way up against this garage door that was still there, and you look up, and you see the electric garage door opener that's just unplugged from the little ceiling.
They had their kids sleeping in the garage?
I shit you not, Ant.
That's like entrapment for like a sexual predator.
Dude, it was hysterical. It was hysterical. And they had those weird metal bracket garage shelves you put the motor oil on. You look over and there's like Barbie dolls sitting on these garage shelves.
That is so weird.
Call the authorities.
All right, Ian. Thank you. Let's go to Grand Junction. Eric.
Hey, how you doing?
All right,
man.
I just want to tell the guy in Denver that they suck cock.
Okay.
You couldn't buy Grand Junction. There's many multi-million-dollar homes here.
Yeah, but they're so gigantic, sir. That's the point I was getting at. I don't think I was actually putting in a bid for Grand Junction here on our show.
I think it was exaggerated humor.
I know. I've played golf at one of the golf courses up there, the really nice one. I can't remember the name of it.
It's in Redlands.
Yeah, Redlands. And
like a little small Aspen.
And the houses over there were amazing, and they were under $1 million.
You should get a summer home out here.
Yeah, I love your summers. 120 degrees. It's wonderful.
Mild. We only have 100 for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude, I went out to Grand Junction when it was 100.
for something like 10 days in a row, it was over 100 degrees. And the winters, even better. I flew into Grand Junction once, and it was like I stepped off the plane into a freezer. Not just like cold, freezing cold, but the moisture in the air was suspended frost. You couldn't see across the street. It was frozen fog. I've never seen anything like this in my life. There is a valley. So the weather, it was so weird. It was 20 degrees colder in Grand Junction than anywhere around it, and it was freezing everywhere around it. So driving, your defrosters never worked. It was constantly frozen. I had never experienced cold like that in my life.
You're not bullshitting. We work in the oil field, and the oil field loves you guys.
Oh, cool. Tell them we
Thank you,
said hi,
sir.
all right?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, there goes Eric. Let's say hi to Jimmy in Staten Island. Jimmy, what's up?
And I am buying Grand Junction.
Why don't you just move to Staten Island and live on Toad Hill? That way you can join Richmond County. So you can play golf. You'd be like freaking Al Chervik from Caddyshack.
I'd sooner move to Jersey, which I wouldn't.
We'll move to
Staten Island.
Toad Hill.
How's Staten
What's the
Island?
face will be 2 doors down? Yeah.
How Staten Island got to be considered part of New York City, I'll never know. I will never know. That place is the worst. It is not. You don't even stop there. It is a place to drive over on your way to Jersey.
I've been here 10 years. I've never been there.
Never been there.
The most expensive borough to pass through.
I've never. You drive through it. Staten Island is there so they didn't have to make a really long bridge to Jersey. That's it.
That's all it is.
The best is what they call the Verrazano, the Guinea Gangplank.
The Guinea
That's
Gangplank. Yeah,
That's the best.
back to fucking Brooklyn.
They get the fuck out. I'm punching out.
All right, there goes Jimmy.
The Guinea Gangplank.
Can we finally talk about the Emmys or what?
No.
The search for houses and apartments and all that continues for the boys.
Well, have fun.
My favorite part of that was when I totally took it down the Tony Danza route. It was just really starting to bomb, and then Opie goes, so anyways, back to looking for houses. I was like,
that's what he does.
That's what I do.
That's what Opie does.
That's what I do. I keep everyone focused.
Let's kick it back into play. I just out of fucking nowhere bring up like the fucking banana splits. Yeah, remember the guy dressed up like the dog? All right, stupid. When's Jimmy coming back?
Not at all. You're not supposed to acknowledge it. You're supposed to just go with it. All right, let's say hi to Rob in New York. Rob, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Emmys, the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
They started singing about Michael Jackson's court case. They were making a comparison because Martha Stewart was convicted and he wasn't, and she gets a show and he don't get a show. It's like, ooh, that's terrible. That's it, guys. Punch it out.
Oh, you can't punch out.
Wait, what?
Thanks.
The two crimes were a bit different, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to say that the Black Eyed Peas are trying to make a Kanye West reference. Like the black sock and the white star, okay.
Wait. Start over. I'm a little confused here.
In the lyrics to the Black Eyed Peas song, they was like going on about stuff relative to the Emmys, and they were saying about entertainers and how they're handled in the media. Michael Jackson was found innocent, and he's just like forgotten, and now Martha Stewart is convicted, goes to jail. She gets a TV show. So figure that out. It was kind of like that Kanye West thing, like poor us. That's how I saw it. And I know you're there, so.
All right, Rob.
Wasn't working on him.
He's still very uncomfortable, though. All right, Emmy talk. Star Jones was on the red carpet, and she's like the new thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, she's one of those people that really need to be fat. She lost a bunch of weight, and she's one like Al Roker with that head. Mm-hmm. That huge head didn't lose any weight. She still has the big fat head.
Another hot chick is missing. I didn't mean to.
College student may have been abducted. Oh yeah, look at that.
This girl is really hot, and she's missing, and we better find her soon.
Wow.
We only care about the pretty ones that are missing.
What? You got any background?
No, I just hit Fox News. Some college student, they think she might have been abducted.
Why is it whenever somebody really huge loses a bunch of weight, they look better fat? Is it because you saw it just looks...
Yeah, it looks
like
weird,
they're
I
dying
think.
or something.
Yeah. They're all like gaunt or something.
A lot of people are just meant to be fat, though.
Yeah, it's like
they're just meant to be fat.
They're not jolly anymore.
Al Roker, fat, jolly. Now he just looks a little strange.
He looks scary.
Big California raisin head on that little little body.
Well, his head's shrunk.
Awful.
But the point you're going to make, Star Jones still has the big fat head.
Big fat head with the watery eyes, the basset hound eyes she's got. Yuck. She was doing the red carpet.
Yes, I'm sorry. My stomach is starting to gurgle again.
Oh, no.
Round 2 might be happening very soon.
Oh, dear.
Are you going to go to the same toilet, or are you just going to make it a complete nightmare for the guy who cleans it?
Yeah. Give him 2 stalls. Make him really wonder, did he get up during and go over? Can't figure this out.
I took my mom to dinner last night in Huntington, and I had some kind of fish that was described as sea bass meets swordfish.
You ate chum.
And it was you know how most
malata.
Most fish kind of flakes off nice when you're eating it. This thing was very chewy.
Chewy fish never good.
I don't know if fish is supposed to be chewy.
Never.
It's like octopus.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
squid.
Scungeel.
But
where'd you go? What was the name of the place?
I don't want to blow up their spot.
Why not? They gave you a bad fish.
I don't know if it was them though. I don't know if it was them.
I've never heard. Yeah,
you're home for chewy fish. What is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're home for a hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid.
Man-made fish. Hey, we made a salmon. Fuck a halibut.
Right. Well, they're doing it with the dogs. They might as well start it with the fish.
Genetic lab in the back.
Anyone else notice what's going on with the dogs?
Fish.
Anyone else notice what's going on with it? You don't get out of your house, Ann, so you don't know what's going on with the dogs.
God, I stay away.
I saw a fucked up one yesterday in the village. It was like the size of a German Shepherd. The body and the legs were like a little dachshund.
Are you kidding? Are they doing that kind of cruel stuff?
They're fucking with the dogs big time. They're creating all sorts of new breeds and stuff. Have you seen, what are they called, doodles? They're part poodle and part Labrador or something.
Why would it be a Labrador?
I don't know. Someone explain what a doodle is.
It would be a Loodle or a Labradoodle.
Well, maybe then I got the other dog wrong. But they're starting to fuck with the dogs big time. And some of these things walking around on...
It's like a doodle. It's half shepherd.
What's half
bulldog.
All right, we'll get the answer. Someone tell me what a doodle is. Here it is, doodle dog.
They call it a zippy.
Dachshund and a poodle?
There you go.
It's not a dachshund. What is it, Eric?
Whatever they cross it with, it has doodle at the end. My brother's got a golden doodle. There's labradoodles. There's a whole bunch of these.
Labradoodle? Oh, so the doodle part is just for the poodle.
Yeah.
And the D is in there so it hooks up with any other word because you can't say lab-boodle.
They are basically taking the poodles and fucking up their world, man. They're just mixing them with everything.
It's because they don't shed. That's why they breed them with the poodles. So you can have these big hairy dogs and they no hair.
I got to start taking pictures of the dogs I see walking around on the Upper West Side.
They've taken poodles they've made them sex slaves?
Yeah, pretty much.
They abducted them at the malls.
Yeah, because let's be honest, when
all these shepherds and Labradors in the waiting room with like bathrobes on and stuff. Yeah, let me get that second one of it right.
I saw one dog where I actually jokingly said, "Is that thing real?" And the lady had to tell me, "Yes, indeed, it's a real dog," because it looked like a stuffed animal walking down the sidewalk. And my reaction was, "Is that real?" Obviously, it's real. It's walking.
They've always bred the poodle with the other dogs, though. I've heard some other ones, like a Shih Tzu and a poodle.
Well, because just having a poodle is so faggy, but then you take the poodle and you mix it with something else, and then it's kind of like...
Yeah.
It goes from faggy...
Half a fag.
Yeah, it goes from faggy to, like, cutesy.
Like a pit boodle?
A pit boodle.
A pit boodle.
But they're fucking with the dogs, man. They're really... It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand what they're doing.
Pit bull with like a Labrador looks good, though.
With a Labrador.
Buddy might have one out in L.A.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pablador. I'm just trying to make it work. It's got to work in the name or you can't breed it.
See, I was right.
Mongrel class of dog.
There's doodles out there, though.
But it's not just a doodle. See, you confused me. It's a something doodle.
Something doodle, I guess.
Right.
Sure.
Doberman Pinchoodle would be... Well, that doesn't fit with the doodle. Well, how would you call that? A Doberdoodle?
A
Doberdoodle.
Doberdoodle.
That's what it is.
Why not?
These freakish people. That's the thing you described, a dachshund with something with real short legs with like a Great Dane would be hysterically funny, that it can't even support its own weight. It's like an engorged tick around your house. That would be hysterical.
It couldn't even look down. It had to hold its head up, or else its nose would have been like on the ground.
Yeah.
Because that's funny.
Because it seems like a good idea at the time when you're in the lab, and then these things come popping out, and then you're stuck with them.
And you can see it on the dog's face. It knows it's fucked up.
It's a freak.
It's just like...
It's like, gee, thanks a lot.
Little legs, huge body.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Joe, Jersey, what's up?
Hey, Anthony, you think if you mix a hack radio DJ with a poodle, it will be a water-doodle?
There, my water-doodle. This is a mixture of a waddle and a poodle. Waddle-doodle. Waddle-doodle. That's funny. Bone dry.
Oh, man, this hurricane's going to hit New Orleans, I'm telling you right now.
They're getting a little nervous in Florida. No one really hitting the emergency yet, though. Like, Fox hasn't picked up on it yet that this thing is going to go into the Gulf. So they're kind of waiting. But the second this thing passes Florida, boom, Fox News alert, another hurricane in the Gulf.
You know, if this hurricane hits New Orleans, you got to start thinking about that sin thing.
Yeah.
You got to start thinking that maybe that God and sin and stuff is, he means business.
Like all their prayers that they've been praying for help now are being answered with another hurricane. That would be fantastic. Yeah, who isn't looking for it? I'm sorry.
Are there more hurricanes now than there were in the past? Or they just hype them up?
Yeah,
so
it's
much?
all about that global warming.
Oh, that's such crap. They've had a lot this season, that's for sure. But if you look through history, it goes in waves, you know.
Will we get to Z, Anthony? We're up to R now.
I think we probably will get to Z. Yeah, then they'll have to start over.
Really?
Another A.
Nice.
I don't know what they do. They go to numbers or something after that? Hurricane 1?
How about black girl names?
There you go. There were people complaining about that. There was actually a black activist complaining that there weren't enough Afrocentric hurricane names.
Yeah, and then when they do it, then they'll say you're blaming the violence of the hurricane on African Americans.
Exactly.
We can't win.
I was watching a show last night on videotapes, crimes caught on tape kind of thing, and people were talking about it. And there was this black lawyer discussing the beating of Rodney King, and talking about, even taken in context, this is an awful beating. The cops should have gone to jail, which of course they didn't, and that started the riots. And when the not guilty verdict came back, he could not believe his ears. Couldn't believe it. Then the same guy is commenting on the Reginald Denny case. There was an attempted murder case. Black guy, they dragged him out of the truck, beat the living shit out of him, and another guy took a brick and, as hard as he could, we all remember the footage, threw it at Reginald Denny's head. Right at his head, and bam, he was down for the count. This black guy was defending him, saying he absolutely was not trying to kill this guy. And because we should take the tape in context and look at it frame by frame, he was saying the same exact thing.
Man.
I wanted to reach through the screen and punch him.
And choke him.
Oh, my house sounded like a Klan meeting during that segment last night. Awful.
Larry.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm telling you, don't eat fish on Sunday. It gets delivered on Friday morning. It just sits there and waits for you. Then when you get it on Sunday, look what happens.
That is true. There are days where you should buy fish and some that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, he sounded like he just ate some.
That's
you have it on Sunday. Look what happens.
I made a mistake once of ordering a swordfish when I was in Grand Junction, Colorado.
See, that's just dumb.
And I didn't realize I'm from New York. I realized, when I had gotten it and it got placed in front of me and looked a little off, I realized I don't see many people reeling in that big swordfish in Colorado. There's not many big swordfish in Colorado.
You know that we tried to search out a sushi restaurant when we went to the Grand Canyon?
Another thing you should probably just not do. Although you can probably get things like salmon, though, where there's rivers and lakes. But swordfish, probably not going to be pulling in the big swordfish that far inland. And then you know that they're just getting these things and putting them on planes with your baggage and whatnot and flying them in. But not as fresh as when you live on the
some
coast.
of the best sushi I ever got. This girl took me to a place, and I was in the middle of Kansas.
Kansas?
And I'm eating it like this stuff is unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. She was Asian, though. She knew where to go.
She knew where to go for it?
They probably just fly it in fresh. How many
That's
times
gotta
have
be
you
a
heard that?
fast plane.
They fly it in fresh every day.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Eric in Staten Island.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to let you know that poodle thing you saw, it's called a Labradoodle, and the other hybrid that's out there now is they're mixing a pug and a beagle, and they're calling it a puggle.
A pug and a beetle is a puggle.
We got pictures of puggles on the website.
Oh, my
right now.
God. It could be the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make dogs into stuffed animals now.
That has passed any level on the adorable meter. Look, scroll down. Oh, stop it! I'm melting.
And his name is Stitch. Here's Stitch.
Stitch is adorable.
At 12 weeks. There's old Stitch. And there's Harley. What are they called?
Puggle.
Puggles. Oh, look at Dakota.
I must say they are adorable.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
Let's go to Kevin in New Jersey. Kevin.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, my dad has a faggot dog. It's a mix between a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle, and they call it a cockapoo.
These have been around for years.
What the fuck's a cockapoo?
I remember those from years ago, and I hated the fucking thing. One of our family's friends had one.
Yeah.
Used to bring it everywhere, and she'd have to tell everyone it was a cockapoo, like it was a big thing. Like everyone had to know, and it just had the worst disposition.
Oh,
yeah.
The name is the worst for a dog.
Cockapoo.
And poo in there.
Yeah, there's cock, poo, and just a little A, hoping to make the whole thing better. Doesn't work.
I'd love to see the fucking dogs that just they came out. Hey, let's breed this and this, and they just like, oh,
just didn't work out. Never took off.
Let's gas that one.
Yeah, let's just.
You think they're just gassing the failure?
Yeah.
They didn't just come up with a. What was it? A puggle?
A puggle.
They didn't just come up with a puggle the first time around.
No, there had to be some.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How was work today, honey? I had a rough one.
Like that thing that came out of the chamber in The Fly. They tried it the first couple of times.
Lives for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Flapping around.
Lives for 2 hours horrifically. Just,
oh. That one's just called a holy shit. Dole.
Let's go to Don. Don, what's up?
Yo, hey. Hey, man, I just wanted to say, do you actually think that somewhere in a lab they're breeding poodles and Rottweilers, or do you think somewhere there's a Rottweiler out there that's fucking a poodle, or somewhere there's a poor Rottweiler that's got to look back at a poodle rail or at a Rottweiler railing it?
No, I think it's all very clinical.
All right,
there was a lot of R's in that last sentence.
And he was shaking his voice. Do you think a poodle is having sex with a... I don't even...
I would love to know
punching out.
I would love to know what goes on in some of these callers' minds.
Yeah.
They call up knowing they have a really good idea, but they didn't think it out before they call the program.
Still sweating. He pulls the phone away from his ear and just hears...
Plus, this
he's so
show
wet.
is like the white Apollo. It's like people are looking to boo you or just make you fucking bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The second it veers just a little into the wrong lane, it's just like, all right, we're not.
The thought was great. Poodle Rottweiler.
I thought he was going to say maybe there's a Rottweiler out there raping other dogs or something like that.
That's where I thought.
No, he didn't even go there. He was all shaky.
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, that didn't work too well.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Somehow there was enough noise in the room I avoided a little bomb.
And you had almost blamed it on him, even though he never said it. I thought he was going to say this lousy line.
So you guys should only have me in here 2 days, man. I'm telling you.
No, you're doing fine.
Two-day Billy. I don't know how Norton does this every fun. I'm out. I have no good stories left. I'm fucking finished. I'm like making up shit. I dated a Samoan one time. I got nothing. I don't know what you guys want.
Now you know our
wacky
lives.
Photos in front of me, or I got it. I'm done.
Now you know our lives on a daily basis.
This is what we do.
We walk in here and have to make magic out of shit.
Oh, it's horrendous. You guys
It's called a shit-oodle magic.
Mining comedy out of these two awful papers. Just like, anybody see the golfer?
No, that's
Who
it.
sat on the golf tee? Is there anything funny in that? Anybody got a clip of that? Bill, what was your weekend like? Anything horrific happen to you that can eat up 45 minutes?
It's so true. We go through these two awful papers, just turning the page, hoping for that one story that's radio gold.
Magic.
And you're slowly going through the paper going, oh no, there's only 4 pages left, and we have nothing.
You hope something in your dull life is interesting enough to elaborate on and bring to the radio. And meanwhile, you don't do anything. It's like, what has happened between... You know, you kind of like the weekends because it gives you an extra few days. But during the week, what happens between Tuesday when I leave here and Wednesday morning, that ungodly hour that I walk in, that is so thrilling, so exciting. I have to share it with 1 million people or so. That I really have to share, that they really want to hear it.
You're like thumbing through the money section. Wow, this went into section 8.
Actually,
isn't it awful?
You nailed it because...
some days you just fucking run out.
Some days you just need one paper, the New York Post, you got 1 million stories, bam. All right, some days you need 2, you need the Post and the Daily News. Today, you just nailed it. Not only did I read the Post, the Daily News, the New York Times, I leafed through the USA Today and made it to the money section, hoping there was just some silly tidbit in there.
In the Harrisburg Gazette.
Right, that was next.
Funny thing happened here in Harrisburg.
I actually said today, hey, wow, it was in the money section, like, hey, the iPods are getting smaller.
Yeah, hope it. Don't you do? We do that in the office, and you probably noticed. Yeah. Like someone will throw something out, hoping it gets a response. Yeah. Oh, Yahoo stock down a point.
No, then the other person always has to play along like this, and it's clearly in both your eyes that there's nothing there, but you still.
Yeah, but you never know. So you gotta just throw it out there. It's
glad I didn't have any.
It's the creative process that the listeners don't get to see. Oh, I actually said that today. Now. iPod's getting smaller. They're as small as business cards now, credit cards.
You could lose it easily.
Those bastards will keep making them smaller, and we'll have to keep buying new ones.
What is next? An iPod the size of a
postage stamp?
All right, well, you know what? But this dog thing has little legs.
Oh, legs!
Little legs, and all I did was say, hey, what's going on with the dogs? I see a lot of different dogs.
Right.
And now we got all these calls coming in. Steve, what's up?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, my mom actually has a dog that's a Shih Tzu toy poodle mix, and it's called a Shih Tzu Poo.
A Shih Tzu Poo?
Shih Tzu Poo.
No, it isn't.
I swear to God, dude. I've had it.
You go to the pet store and it says Shih Tzu Poo.
Shih Tzu Poo?
No, you gotta look. They don't sell them at pet stores. You gotta get them from a breeder.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, actually, Nathaniel has found some links to Shih Tzu Poos.
I told you.
Stand corrected.
Cockapoo.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep, later.
Huh.
It's the A, Anthony.
Bobby
ties it all together.
Ties it all together. The A saves the name.
Bobby Big Rigger.
What's going on here, guys?
Hey.
Didn't Jimmy once say he owned a cockapoo when he got done pulling out of that chick's ass?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, da 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 da.
Aaron from Texas, what's up?
Hey guys, hey, you know why they're giving all these poodle stubs all the action, right? Basically, poodles are non-hyperallergenic. They don't shed, and people that are allergic to dogs aren't allergic to these hybrids. So, but tell you what.
When you hear that. So
I'll tell you what. All right, what?
Oh, no, I'm serious. No, my sister got with these golden doodles. That's one you guys haven't mentioned yet. It's a golden retriever, which is an awesome dog, and a fucking poodle. And she got that thing, and 2 days later, she almost went into cardiac arrest. That thing was so allergenic, it almost killed her.
Oh, the allergies?
I got that thing myself. Man, it's just a crock of though. So all the hybrids, just like Steve's car, it's not worth anything.
Yeah, hybrid dog.
All right, we're just about ready for the end of this segment.
Right.
Sean on Long Island, go ahead.
Yeah, fellas, I heard they're, oh, damn it. I heard they're breeding a bulldog and a Shih Tzu. They're going to name it a bullshit.
All right.
Oh, wow. I thought this...
You know, Anthony's being really generous about not hitting the car. It reminds me of those war movies where all the troops are wanting to shoot. They're like, not yet. Steady. Steady.
Hold your fire.
Yeah, why aren't you hitting the car crash today?
To be honest with you, I was really trying hard to come up with some wacky name to call a dog a shit dick, but I couldn't think of one. So I've been shirking my car crash responsibility. And, yeah, all for a bad joke.
Let's go to Joe in Nashville. Joe?
Yeah, my sister's got what they call a double-dabble dachshund.
And half of them come out normal, the other half come out so deformed and fucked up they have to be put down.
Yeah, that's a cute story. Thanks.
You guys were talking about it.
All right, well, we're looking for double...
He's trying to defend it.
Hey, you guys are talking about it. It's not me.
You brought it up. We didn't ask you to call.
Well, according to Google, there's no double dabble. What?
Double dabble.
Double dabble?
Right.
Yeah. The one that she's got lived, and she's adorable, but all her brothers and sisters are probably killed.
Well, maybe we're spelling dabble wrong.
Dabble.
I know.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Eric in Michigan. Eric?
Hey, yeah, I was just calling. You guys sound like the radio equivalent of Seinfeld. You're making a 10-minute segment about nothing, about how you don't have anything to do a show about.
Oh, give him one there. I had nothing to pay attention to there.
Hey, so the Emmys, Star Jones, that's where we're
Right, doing the red carpet, if I remember correctly.
Carpet. Yeah, how did this get going?
Yes.
Where she lost a lot of weight, but she still has the big head, and we all noticed and laughed and laughed and laughed.
Yeah.
And she has big bug eyes and stuff.
Yes.
And that's all I have on that. All right. That's our Emmy talk today.
Yeah.
No, she was out there talking to the stars.
She's got some big, what they call dachshund eyes. Are they dachshunds with the big eyes?
She's got puggle
Basset
eyes.
hound eyes, I think.
Puggle
eyes.
Yeah.
They call her a basser. All right. Look, Jimmy isn't here, and he just said it.
All right, let's see. You know what?
Oh God.
Nobody watched it.
No, nobody in this room watched it. Yet
Emmys?
we're going to comment on it like professionals.
Of course we will. You watch what we come up with. But the phones are still lit, so let's go to Brent here.
I feel like we're doing a telethon. Like 24 hours on radio. Come on, keep those donations coming in.
Let's go to the tote.
All right, Brent. This will determine if we continue with the dog thing or move on to the Emmy thing. Go ahead, Brent.
All right, what's happening, boys? Opie, keep the finger on the car crash for me. All right, you're going to take a pit bull, a pug, a Doberman, and Al Roker, and it's going to be called a Pat Battle.
What? That's the end of the dog bit.
It is so over with that.
All right. So the Emmys, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Star Jones.
Did the red carpet.
Now, I read that your father used to be a math teacher. So, okay, you're the daughter of a math teacher. Yeah. What are you like with...
She is the worst,
Yeah,
by the way,
really
as far
bad.
as interviewing people outside that dumb View studio. She just
Where are you
going to
go with that?
What?
I'm just not the joke. I'm saying like I'm saying a star.
Yeah. Where's that leading?
So your dad had a hardware store. Must have been a lot of rakes around your house as you grew up, huh?
She just looks uncomfortable in her own skin when she's outside that studio.
That's because she's trying to balance that big head and not tip over on the fucking carpet.
She's talking to Cameron.
Uncomfortable in her own skin because it's held back with scrunchies up her spine. No? That would be kind of funny because she's fat and was fat and it was...
But why'd you go with scrunchies?
Because she would hold her loose skin with scrunchies because she's a woman.
I think she has enough money for the surgery.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stunk. Okay.
All right, let's see where this is going. It's Cameron Manheim and it's Star Jones sounding very, very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Now, I read that your father used to be a math teacher. So, okay, you're the daughter of a math teacher. Yeah. What are you like with numbers, Cameron?
Well, yes, my father's a mathematician.
Holy shit.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
This was seen by millions and millions of people, and you think we're doing a bad job
I can't
today.
get past that.
Holy shit.
What was she... Well, you saw that coming, too. You saw that coming early.
What's...
That she had nowhere to go with that.
Well, where else could she go
You
with
said,
that?
where could she go with that?
that?
What numbers? What? Well, I use them on a daily basis.
Come on, tell the truth. Do you ever use algebra?
What could she possibly say?
Why do they keep teaching it? So you got a new show on TV. Where is the fucking segue? Was that lady's life that boring? They had to get out of her life. They went to her parents, and the most exciting thing they could find was that she was a fucking math teacher.
He used to be a math teacher.
Know what's great about the fact that none of us watched any of this? Now we could guess what the answer is.
Oh, wow.
We got a new game.
Was there an actual question there?
Well, she said something about...
What do you... Yeah, what's the question? Oh, of course we want to go back.
Yeah, of course. I'll waste another 12 seconds.
Now, I read that your father used to be a math teacher. So, okay, you're the daughter of a math teacher.
Hold on, you know we're all over
the trouble.
You know we're all over the place. Yeah. Fucking Fox News. How classic is this? The hurricane Rita is going to hit the Keys or Key West, and then it's probably going to go into the Gulf, right?
Yeah.
They don't know where it's going to be yet. They just have no clue what direction it's going to take. It could be anywhere from...
It's heading towards Houston.
That's what I'm saying.
What they showed.
No, that's what...
who left New Orleans
that's what I'm getting at.
Fucking evil. God is following them with hurricanes.
That's what I'm getting at. But that's fucking Fox throwing that in all our heads today, because it could hit anywhere on the Gulf Coast, but they just showed that it looks like it's going to hit Houston. Early projections that it's going to hit Houston.
Yeah.
Following those evil people.
Would that be fantastic?
Could you imagine if it
God
hit Houston?
doesn't care about black people.
Oh, no. He obviously doesn't. He's just sending hurricanes like a dog. Sick 'em! Sick 'em! Just sending them off. Is that going to happen now to the Astrodome?
The early prediction is it's heading right toward Houston.
It's just going to be these shit-filled domes all over the country. Huge toilets.
They're not going to let those refugees in the next town.
No. We don't want them.
Yeah, you got the plague now.
Travis is getting the audio, so we'll see what they're saying. But I just saw a map, and, of course, out of everywhere, it just had Houston in huge letters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to Star Jones. So let's find out what the question was, and we'll try to answer it.
Now, I read that your father used to be a math teacher.
Sass it up.
So, okay, you're the daughter of a math teacher.
Yeah.
What are you like with numbers, Cameron?
What do you like with numbers?
What do you like with numbers?
Now, how would you, if you were starring in a show,
right?
How would you tie that fucked up question into hyping your show?
I couldn't. There is no way to even answer that. There is no answer to that. What does that question mean? How are you with numbers? Can you be good or bad with numbers?
I guess she's going to say that she's okay with numbers.
I enjoy them.
Especially when I look at the ratings to our show.
There you go.
Go back right there.
That's it. That's the way.
I think the joke is here that she's actually bad with numbers, which is crazy because her father was a math teacher.
Math teacher.
How much you want to bet?
How are you with numbers?
Cameron.
Well, yes, my father's a mathematician, and trying to get the car keys out of a mathematician is not easy. It's like, so, how much do you think it costs me for you to drive a car a mile? And I'm like, well, I try to figure it out with the gas. And he's like, no, you have to put in wear and tear on the car. You have to put in the depreciation, and of course, my pain and suffering.
Oh, Dad, I'll take the bus.
I'm like, I'll walk if you don't mind.
She really spun that.
That was totally like a set. Because where would she read that her dad was a mathematician? You're right. I should have saw that.
In a million years, no one could have guessed where she was going to go with that.
You don't mind.
Exactly. You know, most people don't know this, but this one is a big biker chick here. So, do you really have your own hog?
I had a motorcycle for 20 years.
20 years.
But when my son was born, I gave it up.
That's because Milo's the cutest little sweetie. I just want to eat his face all the time when
I'm surprised there's anything left of him at all.
Okay, now how do you stop yourself from being the doting mom, Cameron? Because that's a problem.
Wait a minute.
Is that a fat joke?
Was that a fat joke on a Star that she... Is she surprised Annie's left because Star would probably have eaten her child? Oh, that's great. Got her back for that stupid math question.
See, and you guys thought we had nothing on the Emmys. Look how brilliant we are.
That's great.
Wait, so Star said Cameron's kid is so cute that she
wants to eat her face. You creep.
And then Cameron said what? I'd be surprised if there's anything.
Because babies always get food around their mouth as they're eating.
That must be it.
Hold on, we got to go back to this little ditty.
Jeff from Jersey saying she interviews like a 14-year-old girl. Like, don't numbers suck? Yeah, like, that was the lamest question ever.
All right, hold on.
I like how she tried to sass it up with little attitude.
Yeah.
Through the
numbers.
So, do you really have your own hog?
I had a motorcycle for 20 years.
20 years.
But when my son was born, I gave it up.
That's because Milo's the cutest little sweetie. I just want to eat his face all the time when
I'm surprised there's anything left of him at all.
Okay, now how do you stop yourself from being the doting mom, Cameron? Because that's a problem.
And then she was trying to do that cutesy voice, but then she started babbling. It didn't even make sense.
She looks like one of those overfed goldfish. You ever see those 8-pound goldfish that they have at
big Chinese restaurants in some tank?
Oh, yeah.
With those
you could hit it with a spear from 40 yards away.
Oh, I can't wait for the Photoshop tonight, man. The Photoshops are going to be great on the goldfish. Wow.
That's because he's so cute. Oh.
She has goldfish eyes.
You just want to take out some A1 sauce and eat him. You just want to bite him.
Little tenderizing, down you go.
Brian.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry, guys.
All right.
I just wanted to say, Star Jones, something about your father being a mathematician. She did something with a mathematician, something about numbers, math. It came from AP. She said it was brilliant but hilarious. Something about math.
Oh, very good. All right, going off.
Punch it out.
Cameron Manheim's baby goes in the cage. Cage goes in the water. Star Jones in the water. Our Star Jones. Farewell and adieu to your fair Spanish lady. Saw Star Jones.
Star Jones has black eyes, lifeless eyes, and when they roar back in that head, and you hear that scream.
High-pitched screaming and hollering. Sometimes Star Jones goes away. Sometimes she don't go away. Saw Star Jones eat a rocking chair once, swallowed it whole.
So 20 celebrities go on the red carpet. Only 7 come out.
Oh.
September 9th, 2005.
Saw Cameron Manheim's baby in the water. Thought I'd come up, swim up, say hello. Tapped it on the shoulder. It just bobbed up like a top upside down. He'd been bitten at half at the waist. Star Jones come cruising. Big bulgy eyes like an oversized goldfish eyes.
All right, the next clip is Star Jones on the red carpet with James Denton and his wife. Who's James Denton?
James Denton.
Huh?
Desperate Housewives.
Desperate Housewives.
Well, they asked everyone that she was going to interview. Give us some wacky anecdote and she'll set you up. That's
yeah.
That's funny because then you always look like you have like fucking ESP.
Yeah. Oh, you know a little something about me.
So did you ever mow a lawn when it was raining out? As a matter of fact, I did. And they just launch into that story. So fucking phony.
I love that on the talk show.
Star, I hear you used to be 900 pounds. Yeah, that's right. Move along.
Well, she works in food once again in this clip. It's all about the food.
I think we like the steamy relationship that goes on. Does that bother the wife at home a little bit?
No, not really. I know it's part of the job, and we're rich because of it. So.
Yeah, comparatively, we certainly are, compared to where we were. So, yeah, it's nice to have a good job.
It's a bona fide hit. I mean, being an ABC cast member herself, so I feel good about that.
Oh, absolutely. And it's been tough. This is my third ABC show in 4 years, so we never anticipated this kind of success, and we're just happy to be here this year.
Now, tonight might be a little nerve-wracking. Does it make you hungry when you're nervous, or do you tend to eat more when you're nervous? I'm looking. I see a little.
We're both starving, so I don't know if it's nerves, just the fact that we had to get both kids fed and asleep before we left. I think that's what happened.
I hear that the bar is open. I didn't hear about food.
We'll see you later.
I know exactly what that means right there.
See, he knows it's bombing. He's like, all right, see you later.
All right, see you later. Yeah, he took that out like, I know the bar's open. Oh, I'm going to make it like I got to run off to the bar. See you later.
She just stinks.
She's real
bad. I like
bad.
the beginning of that first question. She sounded like a muted trumpet. She's like,
wait, now I gotta hear that.
This is the very beginning.
Thank you for stalling. This will kill another 10 seconds.
I think we like the steamy relationship that goes on. Does that bother the wife at home a little bit?
Clyde McCoy and the Sugar Blues. My dad has that on wax.
She can't stay down with 2 babies in her. Not with 2.
Wow. All right, here's Deborah.
30.
25. You know how you tell? You look from her huge bloated head to her big fat ass.
Deborah Messing. Star Jones talks about the circle of life. This should be wonderful.
What's the first thing you want to do the day after Will and Grace goes off the air?
I want to go to Africa on safari.
Wow.
How about that?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
I was in Kenya on safari, and it is spectacular to really understand the circle of life.
Yeah.
And see all the little animals.
I would love to do that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Then you would have time because you don't have that 9 to 5.
That's right.
The circle of life.
That's a new thing for like celebrities to go over there and sit around a bunch of starving black kids in Africa.
Yeah. Go on safari. They go to a village. They see the little starving kids. And then they go out. They see a giraffe, an elephant, come back here and make like they were roughing it. Ugh. Star. I'm surprised a helicopter didn't fire a dart into her ass and tag her ear. That'd be great. I don't know what happened. I felt drowsy. I woke up and I had new earrings with numbers on them and a collar that beeps.
Wow, she stinks. How long is she going to last on the red carpet?
Who'd she replace?
I don't know.
Joan?
They're trying to do the Joan Rivers thing, obviously, but...
she just ain't got it.
No.
Joan has at least that sense of humor.
Well, at least Joan Rivers is politically incorrect. I think she stinks, too, but at least she throws some zingers out there once in a while.
Zingers.
Some
Ooh.
zingers.
You.
All right, the actual Emmys. We can get into this a little bit.
Oh, no more Star? I was kind of digging her.
Do we have any more Star Jones? That was all we had. It's too good because she's so awful.
She's so bad at her job. So completely awful. I've seen people work it, and it looks like a lame-ass job, but I've seen people work it where it's like, hey, how's your show going? Mm-hmm. How are the kids? Not threatening to eat your children. Works.
Hey, Troy.
But,
Hey, you guys are killing me, man.
Why?
Keep it up with this Star Jones shit. He's such a fat, no-talent ass. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I kind of like the Star.
All right, we're going to get more Star Jones as we take a listen to some other Emmy highlights. Ellen DeGeneres was the host.
I put it on. She was walking out on stage with a unicycle and a sparkler. I don't know what it was referring to.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God.
That was the real
and she got the big polite laugh like, oh, she's calling back to the other shit that wasn't funny.
This is gonna be,
let's bring on the next presenter.
This is going to be the new thing we do, is like these big shows we're supposed to watch because we're a big, talk show. We just don't watch, so then we could guess what happened.
Yeah, I think it's more fun that way.
I bet you Ellen DeGeneres did a little dance number.
Do you think she danced?
I bet you
Did she come on and music played and the whole audience got up and danced with her like on her talk show?
And then she dances to the crowd a little bit, I bet.
Wonderful.
Maybe someone could call up and tell us if that happened. That would help this bit. We guess, and then someone that actually watched the Emmys will call up and say, "Well, you were right." We don't even know the answer.
Let's just make up shit. None of these listeners fucking watch that.
We don't know the answers.
Who sits around and watches that shit?
Here's I used to be a big fan of award shows, but they just stink.
Yeah.
The VMAs were just horrendous this year. That might be the end of the VMAs. It was that bad.
Yeah, they really need to do something to spice it up, and not in a way that they think is what works. Like they think they know what's hip. MTV used to obviously be hip. Now they do what they think is hip, but it's just the same crap you could see on the Emmys and the Oscars.
Fernando from Westchester. Star is so bad, so black.
I'm not going to stand here while you cut that Star Jones open and watch that little Mannheim kid spill out all over the red carpet.
Bravo. All right, here's some of the monologue from last night.
I guess I don't have to point out that this is the second time I've hosted the Emmys after a national tragedy, and I just want to say that I'm honored because it's times like this that we really, really need laughter.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Because I didn't know that.
Exactly. Yes, we do.
I'll tell you, these celebrities.
And be sure to look for me next month when I host the North Korean People's Choice Awards.
That's a funny joke, but...
Is there going to be a disaster there?
There already is.
Is that what she was getting at?
North Korea is a mess.
No one cares, though.
It's because Angelina Jolie hasn't been there yet.
She'll fix it.
Yes, she'll fly her own little show.
And we do care because they got the bomb, man.
One kid at a time, she fixes things.
Hey, you know they got with her and said, look, you know, obviously you're going to be telling some jokes, so we got to acknowledge that there was a tragedy, and then it'll be okay to start joking.
About the tragedy?
No, just
making
general.
jokes in general. Yeah, because they canceled, or postponed the Emmys for 9/11 when that happened.
That's true.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because we couldn't laugh.
We weren't ready to laugh yet.
But this, no one really cared.
All right, here's more from the monologue.
I think the reason that we love award shows so much is because they're exciting. We don't know who's going to win or lose. You know what? I keep hearing myself saying words like winning and losing and awards as if that's what tonight is about. Like somehow winning an award will validate you. Come on, if you don't win tonight, it doesn't mean you're not a good person. It just means you're not a good actor.
That's not faith to laugh.
It just means you're not as good as the other people in that category. Kidding again. Winning is not important. What is important is how you feel about yourself. And of course, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself if you win.
She's doing that whole Ellen confused thing. Ellen confused babbling
She's great at that. She's great at the confused thing.
Go to Korea and just get a kayak. Please.
Thank you, Javalog.
A kayak.
A kayak.
I was laughing. I was switching around the channels.
Man, that's the funniest thing from last week.
I was switching around the channels over the weekend, and I saw some kind of ESPN. They showed some kayaking, and I couldn't stop laughing. It's like the kayak. Just break down that wall.
Into the side of the house.
Go through those walls with the kayak.
Through those walls.
Where's our Celine Dion? Now I got to hear
All
that.
in all, it's just another brick in the wall. We must break it down.
All right, here we go. Let's move on.
She's still married to that old guy? Who looks like he's made out of wax.
What is his name? I used to know it because I used to.
Celine.
Oh, it's like something like it's some really
like a
French.
one-word thing.
Gerard or
like Henri or
Henri. Yeah.
It isn't Henri though. It's
Renee.
Renee. My husband Renee. And then they had that problem with her getting pregnant, and he wound up having the prostate cancer or something.
Yeah,
was it the prostate cancer?
His semen is 80 years old.
Yeah. He was like
lost
her
his
agent.
zip.
She was 14 when he started like going out with her or something. Despicable. The guy should be in jail.
Well, just bent her over a mixing board after one take.
Take me, Renee. Just bust through it like a kayak through a wall.
His sperm looks like mustard.
God.
That conjures up a nice image. All right, here we go. More of the monologue.
But please don't say you didn't expect it. You were nominated. You had a 1 in 5 chance.
Oh, I see. Maybe telling the winners what they shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Let's face it, everybody wants to win. This is show business. But tonight, let's try something. Let's just try to put aside our ego, our envy, our jealousy, our judgment. What am I saying? That's what got us here.
Why? She lost me on that joke.
But seriously,
mocking Hollywood.
I think overall,
Seriously,
in the scheme of things, winning an Emmy is not important. Let's get our priorities straight. I think we all know what's really important in life. Winning an Oscar.
I didn't see that coming.
Wow, that's very
She
close.
blindsided me. I thought it was going to be another little hurricane thing.
Yeah.
Priorities, and then she comes across with the Oscar. That was good.
Well, here you go. Desperate Housewives, they won something last night.
Have you watched the show?
No.
I haven't. Ever see Desperate Housewives?
Oh,
No.
the actual...
No?
I thought you meant the... No, never.
Never. Fan?
They're calling it the
Desperate
new,
Housewives, guys.
They're calling it the new Sex in the City.
Good. Well, that makes perfect sense because I never watched that shit show either. Oh, when I watch the commercials come on TBS now, ding, 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 and the music, and it's like Monday, Tuesday, and they show that slob. What's her name? Who's the one with the
Cynthia Nixon?
Well, she's a slob too. The whole cast are slobs.
No, the one is.
Who's the slut one?
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Veranda?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Every line she has to be because she's a whore.
Right. Everything she says is whore related. Well, what are you going to order? I'll have the fat cock. Oh, they're all at the restaurant, and she's going to have the fat cock because she's a whore. I get every word. There isn't one storyline where she could talk about anything else.
I used to drive my girl nuts doing that. I'd be in the other room, and she'd be watching, and I hated it. And anytime she had a line, after she'd say it, I'd sing, "'Cause she's a whore." And it irritated her at first, and then she knows every fucking line that comes out of her mouth.
Really?
Is somehow related to fucking jumping on a dick.
Sucking cock, getting it up the ass, 5 guys at once, whatever. Oh,
Hey.
I hate that show.
They were just showing Whoopi Goldberg. She's still doing the whole sunglass thing, huh?
Really? I didn't notice.
Where she has the sunglasses and then she looks over the sunglasses. And
is that her thing?
It's been her thing for many decades now.
I've not paid attention to the likes of Whoopi in years.
Do you remember that little sitcom she had?
The one with the stereotyped guy from the Middle East, and
you know what was the worst thing? They were doing promos. Remember the white girl was acting black?
Oh yeah.
And she's standing next to her in the promo, and the white girl's like, "Oh man," all this, speaking slang,
Yeah.
and then Opie goes, "And she's white."
Opie.
Like, I'm sorry, Oprah. Oprah.
Like, wow,
totally. Whoopi.
Whoopi. Wow. I'll give you the credit. You just made the flub reel.
Congratulations, Bill
Where
Burr.
the fuck did my head go? I was just like, I went Opie, and then I tried to correct it. I said Oprah. It was Whoopi.
Your head floated away on a little string.
Yeah,
it just left your body.
I'm not in the best mindset today. I'm sorry.
We understand.
All right.
The dumpy.
That's great. But I do remember hating the promos for that show.
You can't save it now, Anthony. So fucking butchered it.
I could
Just
care
for the
less
love
if
of
you're
God.
sitting there wallowing in it. I want to continue it so everyone remembers what you said.
Hey, this is pretty good. Javalog J from whackbag.com. It's so weird having Desperate Housewives after that Extreme Home Makeover show, because you're crying, then you have a hard-on.
Who's crying at the makeover shows? Faggot.
The Extreme Home Makeover?
Oh, the home makeover where they take the poor family, knock their house down, and build something nice for them?
They build this ridiculous nice house in the middle of the ghetto. I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Isn't that great?
Because after the cameras leave and the crew leaves,
Oh, it's a target.
It's just a nightmare. You need 24 hours a day security to keep your stuff.
I thought he meant those makeover shows where they redo people.
Oh.
And give them new nose
That's
and
what
mouth
it thinks it
and
means.
stuff.
If you have a hard-on, you wouldn't get a hard-on over our house.
Yeah.
So what are you talking
Exactly.
about? You're trying to put the
Right.
bomb on him now.
Yeah.
Wait,
Opie.
What the fuck's up with that?
You wouldn't get a hard-on watching the home makeover show.
Yeah, how'd you come up with that? That was pretty stupid.
It's so weird having Desperate Housewives after that Extreme Home Makeover show, because you're crying, then you have a hard-on.
So
The way
he's
he-
watching the home makeover.
He's
and
watching
he's
that
happy
for-
for the poor people.
No, he's
and then
crying.
And then you
he's crying out of
happiness, and then
Right.
it's right there on the page. Opie, read
Right.
it.
And then Desperate Housewives comes on, and he has a hard-on. What?
Because he wants to jerk off to the
hot MILFs.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
MILFs? I don't know.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, he says watching after Extreme Makeover. See, it's weird why having Desperate Housewives after Extreme
That's what I
Makeover.
said.
Because you're crying, then you have a hard-on. But the way he has it, you read Desperate Housewives first, and then you read Extreme Makeover.
But the word after
is in there.
brings it all together.
Javalog J from Whackbag. You're confusing everybody.
Oh, Eric has done his.
Yes, Eric?
Prep today. He handed me
Beautiful.
a paper.
Mr. 100 G's?
What are you
100
handing
large?
me?
Uh-oh.
The Extreme Makeover?
What?
Oh, boy.
The Extreme Makeover thing.
Yeah, what about
that? I thought that was the story you were talking about.
No, I thought you said, Spider, I need the Extreme Makeover. I thought, Spider, you're okay, Spider.
Extreme Tragedy, this story from yesterday's paper, the paper that had your picture in it.
Oh.
Eric?
Oh, flip it over.
No, it's not.
It's not in
No.
there.
No, it's the other page, because it's page 3. Eric was on page...
What page were you on?
Page 2.
Page 2.
In the Sunday Daily News.
Ooh.
Extreme Tragedy, Ugly Mom sues ABC for nixing makeover.
Ugly Mom?
Los Angeles. The producers of Extreme Makeover promise Delise Williams a Cinderella-like fix for a deformed jaw, crooked teeth, droopy eyes, and tiny boobs that would transfer her life and destiny. But when the ABC reality show dumped the Texas mom the night before the life-changing plastic surgery... Oh, that's
That's a little rough.
It shattered her family's dream and triggered her sister Kelly McGee's suicide.
Opie.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Why did they bail? Why did they bail last
Did
minute?
they say why?
Well, there's another...
Is that a picture of her?
There's another, 2 columns to the story.
Oh, jeez. Let me see. I got to see her picture.
All right.
Is that her right there?
That's not the one who killed herself. The sister, who was actually good-looking, killed herself because...
But this is the one that wanted the makeover.
Yeah.
Wow. Couldn't live with the fact that her horrible thing that hurt her sister. The sister fell to pieces, overdosed on pills and alcohol. Let's see. She's hurt and humiliated.
So
she won't even go out. Yeah.
Over her sister's pain?
Yeah. Over her sister.
Over her sister's ugliness.
So now her sister has to deal with all that pain and the fact that her other sister's now dead.
Yeah.
That was a stupid move.
Williams was alone in Los Angeles hotel room reading her pre-op instructions when a producer showed up and dashed her dreams of her new life with a pretty face. You will not be getting an extreme makeover after all. Nothing. It doesn't fit in our time frame. You'll have to go...
And you will remain ugly.
Yes, you will stay ugly.
I hope they... That's a real reality show. I hope they fucking tape the fact that they're telling her she's not going to get the makeover and throw that on TV. You want a hit show.
You will have to go back to Texas tomorrow, the suit alleges she was told coldly.
But why did they say no to her?
Still scanning.
Oh, that's
Some
hilarious.
people are just beyond help.
That is,
the plastic surgeons probably looked at it like,
nope.
Can't do that.
They found someone that was uglier.
In McGee's taped interview, she tried to play up her sister's good points, but the hard-nosed producers peppered Kelly with questions about her childhood and her ugly sister, and repeatedly put words in her mouth. So I guess as they tape the pre-thing, they like the family to talk about how ugly the person is, so that when they come out as the swan, everything's fine and dandy. To please the producers, the mother-in-law also laid it on thick. She said things like, "I never believed my son would marry such an ugly woman."
Jesus Christ.
Scumbags. The comments never aired on TV, but Williams, who was also in an adjoining room, heard them all. The experience ruined her family life. McGee's guilt was overwhelming for some of the things she had said, and that's why she OD'd 4 months after the producers sent her packing. These programs are cheap to produce. There are no actors or screenwriters to pay, but they're very high in human cost. And they just said it didn't fit their time frame.
They found someone uglier.
You've seen this picture, my friend?
Yeah, I see that.
She looks like a good candidate, though. Like they could puff that jaw out, hack her nose, pull her hair down. I don't know.
Over her face.
There's a few things they could do to her.
All right. All right, so we got the Desperate Housewives on stage.
Pull her hair down.
And they're presenting an award at the Emmys last night, and they tried a Groucho joke.
And by the way, there's only one hot chick on that show, too.
Who?
The youngest one.
Oh, the brunette?
The one with the dark hair.
Eva?
Yeah. She's all right.
What about Terry Hatcher?
Terry Hatcher.
She used to be hot.
She used to be. She's getting a little,
That redhead with the Botox face is horrendous.
There are
like
these women.
It's a glazed donut. Smashed her in the face.
Yeah, there's this makeup that older women are using now. It's this shine makeup. It's supposed to make their face look like a sheen, and it just makes them look oily. And then it's like an oily look. And then there's the Botox in the lips and everything. That gives them the permanent duckbill look.
What about Nicolette Sheridan?
No, that's her. That's the one we're talking about.
No, Bill's talking about the redhead.
And Nicolette Sheridan's got red hair?
No.
Which one is she?
She's the blonde.
She's another one.
I saw her in one of those...
strutting around all hot, and she's old.
One of those celebrity magazines, walking the beach in Malibu in a bikini, looking really nice.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it. Yeah, Terry Hatcher's
if you're
cute,
40,
kind of, but...
If you're 40 and just try to be 40, you can look good looking. It's when you're 40
right.
and you're wearing shit that a 22-year-old would wear.
Uh-huh.
You start seeing their skin has lost the elasticity.
It's sort of becoming translucent.
Yes. You need a blazer at that age. Something to cover the stuff up. And you can still look good, you know?
Right.
You know?
Some kind of smart outfit, you're saying.
Yeah. There you go.
Some smart business
With
suit.
a sensible shoe.
Right. Not slut wear. And then, like we were talking about before, don't try to come off all, you know, like Sex in the City. You're an older broad. Be happy about the sex you're getting, but
Exactly.
not in the restaurant talking about all the cocks you're eating. And
Your musty vagina. Still got dirt in it from Woodstock.
You're not. Because you know at that age it's starting to fall a little. It's not tight like those little neck clams.
Hello, Drew.
You know? Looks like one of those that have been in the buffet a little too long. A little discolored.
You ever see that girl at the gym? Like the 48-year-old just fucking on that treadmill right next to the 20-year-old hottie who probably just had some McDonald's. And she's just trying to fucking hang in there. It's just like, lady, it's over, okay?
Stop. Accept it.
Yeah.
Just holding on by her nails. Just trying. Time's a fucking bitch. Everyone's got to deal with it. Just deal with it.
Can I play the Desperate Housewives clip
Oh,
here?
is that where we were?
They're presenting and they try a Groucho joke.
I can't believe we actually got down. What is the secret to success on television? Adultery with the gardener? Flirting with the pharmacist? Sexually explicit car washing? Popping pills? And that was just in a limo on the way over here. Wait, you got a limo? Yes, I did. And the nominees... Clunk.
Oh, they addressed it. They addressed it. That's not bad.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
That's not bad because they addressed it. You know they're probably reading it like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Because that girl didn't even commit to the Groucho thing. She
No.
got like halfway through it.
Sound like that's some kind of sick joke. It didn't even sound like Groucho.
When are they going to realize that format is so done with the award shows where they just write this shit for you?
Hey, I knew Groucho. I hung out with Groucho. And lady, you are no Groucho.
All right, well, this was the highlight of the Emmys last night.
Tonight we're doing something that has never been done before on the Emmys. We call it Emmy Idol.
Oh.
Throughout the evening, we'll have performances of 4 of the most popular TV theme songs in TV history, sung by some of your favorite TV stars. And by the end of the night, you'll get to vote for your favorite performance at CBS.com or text message and crown the very first or possibly the last Emmy Idol.
She sounds
Now
nervous.
to kick off the competition, here to sing the theme from Green Acres, please welcome Donald Trump and Will and Grace's Karen Walker.
Uh-oh. Strap in.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
It stinks, and I don't like it.
Spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
This is so bad.
This would have bombed in the 30s.
The chores.
The whores.
Fresh air.
Pubic hair.
You are my wife.
Oh.
A big applause coming up.
Oh, yeah. The Donald, for God's sake. Wow.
That guy just wants to be famous so bad. He doesn't give a shit. How
He's still
stupid he
building things like he's supposed to. Isn't that what he does? What? Oh. That is so awful. I saw a picture of it in the paper. They're dressed up. He's dressed up in the coveralls, and he's got a pitchfork and the hat and everything.
Who pitched that? And then they just said...
And said, yeah,
I'll do
sounds
that.
good.
Or like the girl on Will and Grace. She doesn't have to do that. She's a fucking zillionaire.
No.
It's... Show is over. Do you want to sing the theme to Green Acres with Donald
Acres.
Trump? You know what?
Yeah.
I don't. No, I don't. I'd like to try to have a career after the show is off the air. Maybe go into movies.
Who passed on that and sat in the audience with their dignity and watched that and said, Jesus Christ, that could have been... It's like looking at a train wreck that you crawled away from. That could have been me. With all the bodies.
You missed the train.
Yeah, you missed the train. I just missed it.
Who else was singing? Weren't there some others?
Yeah, there's a bunch of others, but first there was this.
Wow, it's so complicated, isn't it?
Surgery.
Hi, I'm sitting here with Bruce Burmester.
Burmester.
And this is how we find out if we're on time, if we're overtime, if we're under time. It's called a back timer. And Bruce does this. How are we doing on time, Bruce?
Well, right now we're 4 minutes and 11 seconds long.
4 over. Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not good. No.
No. Yeah. Where are you from?
We don't have time for this. We got to move on.
Oh.
You know what? The orchestra on that show should have been just playing kazoos.
This show is highlighting all the big talent in TV, and
of course
they just
it
look
is.
so ridiculous. All right.
Who's that?
Who cares?
But who sang it?
Kristen Bell from UPN's Veronica Mars. Doing the fame thing. We don't want to get into
who?
Exactly. Who cares? Why is that clip on there? Just
because it's a clip. It sounds like she was actually doing the song justice, which isn't funny at all. Yes, Stan? Yes?
That's an E-Rock selection. He did the ceremony itself.
E-Rock! Well, now it's making perfect sense. He probably has it burnt to his CD for his own use.
He
Fame!
He probably enjoyed it so much he wanted everyone else to enjoy it.
Yeah. Guys are going to love this.
He has the worst music taste ever. He stinks.
Who was he
got all that
enjoying?
money to get a big sound system for his car.
Yeah.
So we can all listen to it.
Oh, he's going to... Who was he listening to that he knew all the songs?
Paula Abdul.
Paula Abdul. He's a big Paula Abdul fan.
And probably her second album, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Shut Up and Dance.
Was it No Hits?
Where is E-Rock? Here he comes.
Fame. I'm going to be in the paper.
Still not smiling.
I want to
Probably had that DVD.
grand.
That DVD with all the Paula Abdul music videos, like that one with the cartoon dog or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Cat, whatever the
Which
hell
one
it
was that called? What song was that? Paul Abdul with the cartoon cat.
Opposites attract.
Faggot.
You are. Why did you throw the fame clip on here?
I gave you everything. If you didn't want to go to it, you don't have to go to it.
All right.
Should we go to the long David Letterman tribute to Johnny Carson audio?
It's 4 minutes if you really want to sit through that.
What about Everybody Loves Raymond cast?
That one wasn't too bad.
It's got to be pretty dull, though, right?
Yeah.
What are they doing up there?
They're trying to riff on about a spin-off coming.
It's great to be here together again. And now, now we have to be funny now. I don't like presenting because there's pressure that you have to try to be funny because you want people to laugh and then they'll watch your show. But if you think about it, we don't have that pressure tonight because we don't have a show anymore.
Well, you know, we should try to be a little funny because you know, there may be a spin-off.
That's an inside joke.
I get it.
Well, very
Right.
Untitled Brad Garrett project.
Congratulations.
Right.
Yes, the spinoff.
Thank you.
By the way, good luck if that does happen, and
Thank
if you
you.
need the brother to make a guest appearance, I'm more than happy to help you.
Yeah, we're going to recast that.
You know, you should hire somebody who could kiss. I love.
Still no tongue. It's not that funny, Doris. Doris, you can start. What are you laughing at? It's not.
Honey, I've been drunk since the wrap party.
They're ruining the whole
you're the
image of
only
those
one I like.
characters.
Oh. Who are you?
This was the biggest show on TV.
Well, do you ever watch it?
No.
Are you a fan?
No.
Bill?
Actually, when it reruns, yeah, some of it I
Yeah,
like.
you watch it?
Some of it
Watch the
I actually do like.
I can't be bothered with the sitcom anymore.
No?
After Seinfeld, nope. Done.
I watched the same Seinfeld 80 times. 80 times, because it's on a million times on every channel that runs. And I'll watch it. I don't care how many times I've seen them.
It's on 10
I will
times a day.
still watch it.
Easily 10 times a day.
There are some episodes I swear I had to have seen, no exaggeration, 20 times, and I'm still watching them. And laughing. No joke here.
I'm just that crazy.
Here's more Emmy audio. Patrick Dempsey bombing on stage.
Earlier tonight, we saw Zach Braff here from Scrubs and Hugh Laurie from House, and now we're here with our show, and it's nice to see at the Emmys we still have universal health care. Yes, that went over very well, didn't it?
I guess that's the new thing, to acknowledge the bad comedy, huh?
Yeah.
What was the Jon Stewart thing about? Where's E-Rock?
I guess it's not their fault. I mean, you got shitty writers writing the shit.
But why don't... I don't know.
Oh, there's E-Rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I lost count now.
Hey, there he is, E-Rock.
Yeah.
E-Rock has music now when he enters the studio. Thanks to Derek in the other room.
Yeah, E-Rock.
Jon Stewart is doing his own TV edit. They asked him to pre-record a piece, and they have somebody else insert his voice over some of the comments that John makes, because the FCC is cracking down.
Yeah. What?
Just listen to it.
Your
No,
description
we will
was
not
fantastic.
listen to it. We will move on.
Hey, do you have that remix for Cold Hearted Snake?
You were supposed to sell the clip. Now we don't want to hear it.
Okay, then don't.
Or do we?
It was like he did his TV edit. There's a pre-recorded thing that he, like, I couldn't understand what the hell you were trying to say.
Jesus.
Chewing gum. He's got money now. He doesn't give a fuck.
He's got FU money, they
We're
call
all very
it.
happy that you're finally chewing gum, but do you have to chew it so loud? Listen to the replay. It's unbelievable. That's all you hear.
This gum was wrapped in solid gold.
Yeah. Anyway, the Jon Stewart bit. They said because of FCC crackdown, they asked him to pre-record his segment, and then they put in mock TV edits over stuff he was saying.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Because he's so
Hi, I'm
wild.
Jon Stewart. I want to take a moment to talk about Hurricane Katrina. There were many stories of heroism and courage, but there's something I'd like to say to the government officials in charge. Thank you, all of you.
See, the thank you.
Oh.
I guess originally he said fuck you.
I get it.
Let's see, this is radio, so it's not as obvious to pick up on that.
Thank you, all of you, local, state.
Local and state.
The most confident, acceptable, shockingly apt response ever. And hero being the head Michael Brown. He didn't know people were stranded at the convention center. Turn on the television and watch
2.5 Men every Monday on CBS.
Brown quit, but what he really deserved was
to be given delicious fruit, sliced straight from the vine.
It's not just him, the whole organization. I mean,
oh boy.
So I take it back because that's an insult to the mentally challenged. So to the Democrats, let's see, I have a little something for you. Boop. Oh, to the administration, I think there might be something in here. Can't hear it? Perhaps I could turn it up.
I get it.
And George Bush hits black.
Sabbath.
And E-Rock just leaves? And he leaves us to clean up this mess?
That's always good to have a 4-minute audio of a visual joke on radio.
Did E-Rock say just play it? So we play it.
Just play it.
He's long gone, and now we have to sit here and clean this up and make this into something.
Is there a guest coming in today?
I wish I had his job. It's so easy. Just play it. I wish I was the just play it guy. I'd walk in there once in a while and go, just play it. Holy shit.
Let me see.
He's got money now. That's just he didn't have this attitude when I was here Thursday.
Right. No, he's changed. He's changed them already.
All right, well, here's William Shatner and Frederica Von Stade singing the Star Trek song.
Oh, but lost words to the Star Trek song.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, there were some words to this that I don't know if Gene Roddenberry or Gene Roddenberry's wife wrote or something, but there... Yeah, ask any Trek geek and he'll know that there are words to the Star Trek song.
And William Shatner is going to sing it here?
And I do believe on an album somewhere is Lieutenant Uhura singing the Star Trek theme.
Space.
Space.
The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Plays it up now.
Its 5-year mission. To explore strange new worlds. To seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Oh, Jesus No words, just her singing the theme then.
That's gotta be pretty hard.
Last note's a doozy. Jeez. What was that all about?
That's the end
Is
of
that
the track.
E-Rock?
Yeah, he messed up.
E-Rock again?
Oh, here he comes back in studio. What's up, E-Rock? You just talk? Why'd you make us play that Jon Stewart clip? That was the worst. And then you walk out and go, you say, just play it, and then you leave.
I gave
you think we're that good? We're not that good.
I'm telling you, it's the money. He pounded his fist down, too.
Yep.
Just play it.
Just play it, stupid.
I gave you everything for you to decide what you wanted to play and what you didn't. If you didn't listen to it ahead of time, I don't know what to tell you.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know what to Hey, I don't know what to tell you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Jesus.
That's a dig at you right there.
Yeah, what's
I don't
that
know
supposed to mean?
You never say, I don't know what to tell you to people. That means you fucked up. He didn't. And if you think he did, I don't know what to tell you.
I know what to tell you. Nathaniel sits there for a while now.
I kind of like Than there.
I sure
You know
do.
what? I have a question. I ask it. Than grabs the mic. Answer.
That's right.
It's not still typing. The mic isn't there. Here's some kind of...
Yeah.
And then what, Eric? What? Yeah. Kind of like Than there.
And he's not getting a big head where he needs his own walk-on music every time he comes into the studio. So, is there anything else we should be playing from the Emmys?
Nah, I think you're pretty much done.
All right. Thank you, Eric. And there he goes, E-Rock. He's now got his own music. Jesus Christ. There he goes.
Oh, what awful music to have as your music.
I love it.
That is so bad.
Don't you forget that, Derek.
Oh, yeah.
Bravo to Derek today. E-Rock's walk-on music.
And Derek loves the fact that he can fuck with him like that. Yeah, come up with your music. Here, this is your music now, asshole.
All right, we have more Star Jones. We're going to attempt to save this Emmy discussion segment with some more Star Jones.
I kind of liked it.
We started strong with the Star Jones.
Started good. It kind of went good, and then kind of tapered off with the clips.
Yeah, that 4-minute visual.
Yeah, that really fucked it up. The Jon Stewart thing. It's horrible.
All right, here we go.
Try Star.
Talking to Ray Liotta.
You are with Ray Liotta. What's up? I am here with Ray Liotta right now, and he's already won his Emmy last week, right, Ray?
Yes, yeah, I won.
Okay, so here's the deal. No pressure on you tonight.
No pressure.
What does that Emmy feel like in your hand?
You know, I don't know. I haven't felt it yet because I was at the Toronto Film Festival, so I wasn't able to make it. So hopefully I'll get it today, and I'll feel it.
And you're presenting this evening?
Yes, for Best Director in a Drama Series and Best Writing in a Drama Series.
Well, see, that's what everybody is familiar with you, is the dramatic role. And you have a new film coming out, Revolver. Is it Guy Ritchie's movie, right?
Yeah, Guy Ritchie, right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So, are you excited about the new film coming out? A
No.
little trepidation?
Oh, no, very excited. So, it's Toronto Film Festival. Loved what I saw. I got another movie coming out called Slow Burn, so things are good.
Slow Burn sounds like one of those Ray Liotta movies where somebody's going to get shot.
Yeah. No, it's a little different for me. A little different.
Oh. Well, I got news for you. We'd like to see you as much as you want to be seen.
Well, that's great.
That's what our job is, to let everybody know. Ray, you have a good time tonight.
Okay, thanks.
And
Holy crap.
What an idiot. Wow.
You excited about the movie coming out?
No.
Do you hope it makes money? Do you want it to end your career?
Oh, God.
Aren't you supposed to, when you're interviewing, you don't ask like yes or no questions?
Right.
So someone just goes, yes.
Right. Holy crap.
Was it fun to make that kind of money? She sounds like that girl. Trim spa, baby. You like my body?
Oh, and then Nicole Smith.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
She is horrid. She did not know what to... excited about the new movie? Of course he is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's the only Star Jones we have?
We have one more.
Waiting for what?
We're not waiting for anything. It's
Jesse
Metcalf of Desperate Housewives.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this is Star Jones on the red carpet. And we're going to play that in a second here. But first, hold on a second. E-Rock. E-Rock back in the studio. What's going on?
I never would have known. Thank God he has music.
What's going on?
I don't know. I got called in here saying you were looking for something.
What?
Nathaniel called me and said you were looking for something.
No, we weren't. We're in the middle of our Emmy talk. We didn't need you anymore.
Yeah, we finally got going and you
clips.
interrupted it.
As opposed to when we were playing the clips that you had brought in.
Right.
We're playing the Star Jones clips now. And
yeah, we don't really need you at all.
I don't think we needed your help.
Okay, then.
Nathaniel was mistaken.
All right.
See you later.
During that whole mess, I go to Nathaniel. Just tell Eric that we need him in the studio. Of course. So we can keep playing that.
I'm the worst liar ever, too. I don't know why he came in here, because I just said, Ope's looking for something, and when he said what, I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. You know what's so funny? He tries so hard to not walk to the beat of that song, because you don't want... It's bad enough that you're walking to that song, which is now your music, but you don't want to dun, 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 and walk to the beat of it, so he breaks stride every so often.
Got a little hurt to his his
he
walk.
doesn't want to look like he's even acknowledging it's playing, so... Oh, is that
in his
funny?
blood.
Yeah.
All right. Jesse Metcalf of Desperate Housewives.
So, Jesse Metcalf, I have to say you are the envy of all the young men in America.
I don't know what to say to that, you know?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So for the young women out there who would kill me if I didn't ask, is there anybody that's in your life right now?
Yeah, I'm seeing someone actually, Courtney. She's with me here tonight, actually.
Is that beautiful lady right there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you're
the
taking
pig to her
off
left.
the market?
Oh, you know how it is. We're dating, just getting to know each other.
Good for you.
Kind of having a good time together.
Well, that's all that's
But yeah,
expected.
for right now, I'm off the market.
And so the Desperate Housewives are out there thinking that life can imitate art. Sorry. It's not about Jesse with Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. You have a great time tonight, and good luck to you and your cast.
Appreciate it.
Have fun.
What was that?
No business being on the
It's
right
not
side.
like the... She squawked.
She's playing musical instruments, like Bill Burr pointed out. Well, that was just, an hour of riveting radio.
Yes, it was.
It was absolutely terrific. Bobby in Texas. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey there, Bobby.
Hey, man, have you guys noticed that every time you turn on Comedy Central, there's one of your bits being done? I mean, you got Carlos Mencia doing all you guys the stories that you do when he's on your show. Fucking Adam Carolla does What Did We Learn at the end of his fucking show.
Mama! Ripping me off, Robin.
What do you mean Carlos Mencia is doing stories? How dare a comedian tell stories on TV?
Do what?
What is Carlos Mencia doing?
He's doing all your
the guy
Beaner
that
stories.
camped out underneath the shitter up there in Maine or wherever it was. Did you guys hear when he was on your show? I'm punching out fuckers.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Idiot. That was like one of those accidents you saw on Chips. You know, it was always like a 52 car pileup, and then there was always that last asshole who didn't see all 52 cars, and he flies over it, and his foot is still on the gas. If you listen to it, it's like
just a smorgasbord of people too. The old lady. The black guy.
Yeah, who is the idiot that's the last guy in on one of those?
Foot. If you're watching this, foot is still on the gas. That's the sound effect they have.
All right.
Wonderful.
What is this? All right, what's the problem?
Oh, boy.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The Emperor is not happy with his coffee.
Oh, no. Are we going to have to break into...
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
Coffee Diva. Look at that cup. What brand is on that cup? I don't know. It doesn't taste good. I don't like it. Where do we get our coffee every day? I like Starbucks. And I don't like supporting the savages that run most of these delis.
You're insane.
Yep. You betcha. You might be right.
Yeah.
What is this? You want to taste this?
Wow, that's really nice. Throw it against the wall.
I'm not that
Diva.
I'm a diva.
I want Starbucks coffee.
You betcha.
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
I know Starbucks is a big world order type of thing.
At least they're not funding terrorism.
I gotta wait until it's...
Yeah, I know. We'll definitely get to it. All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. The Opie and Anthony auction, a lot of items going away today. Go to opieandanthony.com to see what else is, what's still up there for bids and stuff. Of course, helping out the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Anthony's NBC jacket only has 12 minutes left.
Wow, that's my NBC jacket from the XFL Game Day days.
That's right. Well, that's a very famous jacket, too.
Yes.
What happened?
XFL Game Day.
It's just fucking XFL. It's awful.
I know. It was horrible, and we were part of it.
Oh, you guys were?
No, please, I'm sorry.
We did the pregame show.
We did the pregame show on NBC.
That was our only shot at
what
national
point did you
TV.
realize that it wasn't going to take off?
Before we even taped the first one.
But they gave Anthony a jacket, so Anthony goes, all right, now that you gave me an NBC jacket, yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah, that was pretty much the deal.
I blame it on you.
The deal closer.
Did you get to meet Vince McMahon?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Wonderful guy. You're fired.
They just didn't have their shit together, man.
No, they kept calling us up. Here's what they had. They had this image of a pregame show for XFL. XFL was thrown together, man. They really didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and that's obvious. So their image for this pregame show was, let's get a couple of wild hosts, because this XFL is so wild. We got chicks and cheerleaders. It's no holds barred, in your face, smash them football. That
no fair catches.
Yeah, no fair catch. You catch it, you're getting your fucking ass handed to you. It's outrageous. I'd love to continue, but someone just walked. E-Rock,
why are you walking into the
What's
studio?
up, E-Rock?
Anthony's in the middle of the XFL story.
Yeah.
What?
What happened?
I was told to come in here to give you an update on the eBay auction.
When we say, all right, come in here. We're in the middle of telling the XFL story.
I know.
Did we really need an update? I think Opie was doing a great job of updating the auction, saying that what time was left on things. And
there's a guy outside the studio. You'll bring him in a few minutes. Could Anthony continue with his story? Thank you.
All right, see you later.
This is just radio hazing.
Hazing by radio, yeah, it is.
So, XFL.
Yes.
Wild hosts.
They had some image that they wanted this wild hosts and everything, but then they had the sports angle too, so they wanted a sportscaster that had some credibility, and then they had one of the coaches from one of the teams, and all brought together into the pregame show. This was going to be the half-hour show that aired before the game. So they approached us way in advance. You want to do this, guys? And we're like, no, there's no way. I personally know zilch about sports in general. As far as XFL goes, I know nothing about this. I couldn't name a player if you asked me.
So they want you to
sit
actually
there and
talk about
study.
football?
Yeah, that was part of it.
Interview these guys that weren't good enough to be in the NFL, basically.
But when they approached us with it, they said, no, you don't have to know shit about this. That's not your job. We got the sports guys. You guys are just going to be throwing it to people and talking to the cheerleaders and, just being
Getting the crowd pumped for the
getting
games.
the crowd pumped. So what this was a live event every week. We would tape a live event. So they needed an audience is what they needed.
The crowd pump. You ready for the kickoff?
Yeah.
Come on!
So what they needed was a live audience, and they figured we could bring that to the WWF down there in Times Square to tape this thing every week. So we would bring huge amounts of our listeners down there who were just animals. Animals could not take direction. There's a director trying to tell them, all right, now, when Opie and Anthony come out, fuck your mother's cunt, No, when O&A come out...
Because these are like professional sports producers and stuff trying to make this work.
So here's me and Opie now, we've done road shows. We get up on stage, we bring girls out to show their tits, the crowd goes crazy, we show them members of the show, the crowd goes nuts, things like that. We talk about the show. Now we're wearing earpieces with directors going, okay, introduce Rusty, the sports guy, and then throw it to this. And we're sitting there lost, like puppets whose strings don't work. We're totally lost. We have our audience out there now laughing at us, just going, you fucking dick! You suck! Like you flub a line and go, all right, yeah. Well, we got an interview coming up. All right, cut. Redo that. Anthony, can't you talk, you fucking cock? It was the worst experience ever.
And it was supposed to only take like an hour. They thought in and out, no problem. The guys get there, we'll record. It's a half-hour show, but it'll only take an hour. 3-4 hours later, it's now midnight. We're exhausted. We're still freaking doing the taping.
They made us, they did real stage makeup, like TV makeup, where they sat you in a chair and the makeup woman would take out that thing. Remember that thing she used on us?
Yeah,
it was like an airbrush thing.
Yeah, that just...
Oh, you're like orange?
Yeah.
Just spray the orange.
You're
on your
orange.
face.
And then you walk out there. We got the earpieces, a couch, and they would go, and we would say, we told them well in advance, we go, we're not going to do this thing because we don't know what the fuck you want from us. Don't worry, you'll have writers, you'll have this. We get there day one for the show. What do you guys want to do? It's like, wait,
what do you guys? What do you guys got planned? Yeah.
You're taping this shit, right? Yeah. What do you got planned? Nothing. We just did a radio show for 4. We're here taping. What? We brought an audience.
Right.
What do you want from us?
So
and go.
So we pulled off the first week. We really did it after many hours. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was just kind of there, right? This is where it gets really funny, and I knew we were fucked.
Yeah.
I go to NBC because they're now, putting the whole thing together, and I want to see the process, right? So I walk into the editing room, and what's his name's over there?
Yeah, our guy.
Our guy there, Pete Radovich, who's a very talented guy. He's sitting there at the monitors looking at the tape that they, taped the night before, and his head is down, and his hands are in his face, and he's like, oh, God, oh, God. He's like having an anxiety attack. And I come in like, hey, Pete, what's up? Show me what you got. He goes, sit down. Sit down. I'm like, what? He goes, I'll show you. So I guess they had one camera that was going to be the two-shot of us. Okay, so it's two-shot of us on a stage, but then you can see the audience. So it would be a nice shot, right? One of our asshole listeners, because they had monitors on the side, realized they could really fuck with the cameraman. So they're looking at the monitor, and then they're pointing out our packages.
One guy was jerking us off from the crowd. He looked at the monitor, got his hand right in front of one of us.
Where our dicks would be.
And started moving his hand like he's jerking us off. And no one saw this the entire show.
So Pete's like, I can't use any of this.
He goes, and that's the long shot. So all he could
Not
use...
the long
no,
shot.
that was the medium shot, the two shot.
Right.
So now all they could do was use the mile away shot that they use at the opening of the show to show the whole audience and us on stage like a millimeter tall, or the side stage cam, which is like ridiculous to use.
I go, well, Pete, that's no big deal. He goes, no, it is. He did it through the entire thing.
The whole goddamn thing. This one of our listeners.
Because they had them, like I said, yeah, they had the monitors on the side, so he's able to
is
line
that
up his
funny?
2 little fingers, to make it look like he was jerking us off.
You know, he was fast forwarding through the tape, just waiting for that break, and
Right.
maybe his arm falls asleep.
Nothing. This guy was dedicated to the bit, man. Just did it the entire time.
So the first show was us finally going, hey, we're here at the WWF restaurant, and we're so tiny on the screen because, like Ann said, we had to use the faraway shot. That was supposed to be the zoom in, and then we finally talk,
Yeah.
It was horrific. I forgot what else they were doing, but they were like, I don't know. He was drawing balls on us and stuff with his fingers.
They would curse like crazy. You'd finally stumble through the line you're supposed to say, and it would just be, yeah, motherfucker, from the crowd. Oh, got to do it again. And then they tell us, they go, could you go out and make an announcement to your audience not to curse? I go, no, you don't understand. You don't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do it. No, go out there and tell them not to curse. Good. Look, we'll just run through it enough times. We'll get one where they're not cursing, because we can't.
Right over their heads.
All right, go out there. Guys, the production here, we really need you guys not to curse during the motherfuck, fuck, shit, fuck, bitch, cunt, fuck. Nothing but cursing. They're pests, is what they are. We've raised them to be pests.
We finally acknowledged that they're just pests. There's nothing we can do about it.
That was a nightmare. The show was canceled after how many shows did we actually do?
We did 4 or 6.
We did 4 or
Maybe
something.
4. I don't even know
We were
anymore.
scheduled to do the whole season, but then they called us and said, all right, we got paid for them all, though. That was cool.
I'm sure that was rough to hear that was canceled.
Yeah.
You know that nightmare you're doing every week?
I know.
Yeah.
That's what it was,
You don't
too.
have to do
I was
that
like,
anymore.
thank God.
Yeah, the anxiety we felt. All right,
I was thanking God.
We only have a few minutes left in the show. Why don't we get E-Rock in here, because the Opie and Anthony auction, a lot of items are going away today. Go to opieandanthony.com to see what items are still available. Like intern for a day and a MiFi with a lifetime subscription. Those items are going away today, and they're
big item.
They're huge items.
Oh, look who's walking into the studio. Hey, E-Rock.
Hey, E-Rock.
Hello.
How are you, bro?
Good.
All right, where are we with the Opie and Anthony auction?
We have 8 items left for today that are going away.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What items?
Dan's got them right there in front of you.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, now he does. Okay. The NBC jacket that Anthony wore out of court, that the paparazzi took a nice shot of him.
Yeah, that's right. That's famous for a couple of things. It's famous. It was on some of the XFL game day shows. Was I wearing that? A long shot, very long shot. Was I wearing that jacket when we did the kickoff?
No.
No? I thought that was the jacket I was wearing. I was wearing an XFL jacket.
You wore it out of court.
I wore it out of court, yeah.
And the Post got a nice picture of you.
Yeah, they did.
Leaving the court after your divorce. So you could get that jacket. It's $355.
Ooh, nice.
The Opie and Anthony intern for a day. Wow. Over $4,000. That has 2 hours left if you want to bid on that. And just a bunch of other stuff. The XM MiFi with lifetime subscription. $1,600 right now, but that has 5 hours left in the auction. And what else is going away today? Oh, Robert Kelly's kneecast is going away today.
No?
Oh, that's 2 days. Okay, that has a couple more days. Never mind. The poker set autographed, that's going away in a few hours. So go to opieandanthony.com and click on the link to get to our little charity auction.
Yes, raising a lot of cash.
Eric, you want to leave the studio and bring in this young go-getter that picked up one of our items?
All right.
All right. Here goes Eric.
Oh, he's leaving so soon?
He's leaving the studio to go get this guy. I guess he bid on one of the items, and here comes Eric back in the studio.
He's back.
with the guy. Hey, what's your name, bro?
Radar on Whackbag.
Wait, what's your name?
Radar on Whackbag.
Your radar on Whackbag.
Do you spell it the right way, or is it Ray-Dar?
The right way, I guess.
Yeah?
Do you use your name Ray?
No.
A name Ray?
No.
Anything Ray? It's just Radar?
Just Radar.
Radar.
R-A-D-A-R?
Right.
All right. So what did you bid on?
The Arthur Sheehan sign.
Oh, you're the guy that did it?
Very popular
Awesome.
item.
Where is it? You're going to present it to him now? How much did you spend on that?
I think it was like $800.
You're a fancy man with fancy taste. How did you come up with $800?
I got a good job, so.
Got a good job? Very cool.
Yeah, what do you do?
I
Computers.
Computers.
That's it, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you really do computers?
Yeah, I do like programming and stuff.
Oh, smart.
Years in the clubs.
The good stuff, right?
Put the wardrobe together, the glasses.
Yeah, you picked that right out.
Bam.
You knew, huh, Bill?
He has cubicle posture.
Do you do some of the Photoshops on?
No, none of that.
No graphics.
Nah.
Yeah.
You only have one post on Whackbag.
Yeah, I'm a post-or.
No,
You only have one post?
Yeah.
What was his post about?
Yeah, if you...
Hi.
You go to Whackbag...
I think that's actually what it was.
New to the board.
We all
Anybody check out that sign?
We all go to Whackbag every day, but he decided he needed a post one day, and...
What's his post say?
It's under Washington, D.C. Whackbagger, so you're from the D.C. area.
Yeah.
And it just says nothing. You posted just to acknowledge that you're a Washington, D.C. Whackbagger.
What if you click on that link?
Oh, you just say your hometown, Maryland, reporting, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Just the location check. Is
You
all he
are
does
an
so far.
exciting guy.
Fancy man.
What do you do for fun?
He's got one post. He basically said what town he lives in. All right.
What do you do for fun?
Good way to kick off the discussion.
Start,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, nothing?
No, not really.
No?
Holy crap.
Wow.
You're a perfect guest for the show today.
You are
nothing.
devoid of personality. You really are.
Why, thank you.
All right, Eric. Could you, yeah.
There he goes. He's sitting out there waiting for his sign. Well, thank you very much.
All right, there he goes, Eric.
There goes Eric.
Hey, Eric.
And radar.
I came back in for a second.
He did. He forgot his pen.
Damn, is that funny?
All right. Wow.
Friggin' music.
Know what we forgot to talk about today?
What?
Did you know we're going back to the moon?
Oh, that's right. I did read a little bit about this.
We are going back to the moon in... What year are we up to? We're going to go back in 13 years from right now.
2018, they're talking about going back to the moon. Going back to the moon. Going to cost billions upon billions of dollars.
But...
And what's the reason?
Because it's cool. The moon is cool, and going there is cool.
Is it because we want to go to Mars eventually?
Yeah. That would be like the, the whole reason we really started the space program. A lot of the stuff we started in the early 60s was to get to the moon. So you're doing one thing, but it's helping out learning how to go that further step. So going to the moon now is not just revisiting the moon like we did and doing what we did there. It's a way to get to the... Danny's holding up a sign saying we're going because we forgot our flag.
That's still blowing in the wind up there.
It stinks. Can't believe I used it. Devoid of a line today. So.
The flag's still blowing in the wind.
Blowing in the breeze. No, so now we're going to go to the moon so we can try out new cool equipment and stuff and maybe make some kind of a base there.
But if we already went to the moon...
place without an atmosphere.
Yeah, that's a great place to start a base. You build things.
But if we already went to the moon, why do we have to wait 13 more years to go back?
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Couldn't we go there tomorrow?
You would think we would have the stuff. We've done it already. So just whip up some more of the stuff we had and go.
Right.
I mean, it seemed pretty easy. Kennedy mentioned going to the moon in the early 60s, and by the late 60s, we were there. So why is this one...
You can't land the space shuttle on there.
No.
That'd just be rough.
It would be a very difficult thing to do. But why can't we just make another lunar module, make another Apollo rocket, blast it off, and go?
It was a glitch.
You think
the
it was...
hatch just blew.